Still 2-0, right? Sure, first thing I checked was that this is blue.
That's slid out.
Oh, that's slid out?
Yeah. So just got back down.
Okay, so just, you should be good? Alright.
Right in, we are underway. Sorry for the technical delays. It is currently 2-0 in favor of GCU on goals scored by number 13 Chase Smith and number 20 Breland Caffey. Lopes are 5-2 in 2025 so far, while Oregon State, they are 0-3. They appear to have not played 2 games against Gonzaga and Washington. My name is Ashton Sharon, and I am commentating this game here for you as GCU is going to look to try to work it the other way. Oh, behind the crease, and what an interception there by GCU, and they'll be going the other way. GCU takes it past the halfway point. They're working it near the 12-meter fan. They'll work it in. Trying to work it around is GCU. Looks for a pass up top. Now near the center into the critical attacking area. Backs out. Good defense by Oregon State. Gonna look, gonna find in. And that one is in. The back of the net. And that's gonna be Paige DeVries with her first goal. And that's gonna make it 3-0. And it is 3-0 GCU now on a Paige DeVries goal. And that was an incredible shot in a critical scoring area. And there was nothing that the goalie of GCU number 8, Caitlin McLaughlin, could do. Ready for face-off. Face-off won by GCU. GCU's quickly going to go on the attack again. Almost a breakaway. Going to sleep down a shot, and it's in again. Oh, number 20, Breland Caffey. And that is another one for her second goal of the day. 4-0 GCU. And now Oregon, right? Oregon State, their goalie, Caitlin McLaughlin, she's seeming to have a talk with that defense, right? That back line here for Oregon State. They're just playing 2 laps there now. 2 goals in succession to each other. Within 20 seconds, we see 2 go in the back of the net. And both of them, really, she had no chance of saving. You really got to turn it up. Get back on the offensive here if you're Oregon State. Get one back here, maybe make it 4-1. Both teams ready on the face-off again. And GCU on the right attack wing again. They're going to look to work it around near the 18 feet marker. Going to take it behind the crease is GCU. They have another potential goal scoring opportunity here. They work it around the 12-meter fan from left to right. Works it near the top, near the point. Works it around. drives in the critical scoring area, chance, and it's in again. Number 7, Paige DeVries, and she has scored 2 goals within a minute. I mean, this is unbelievable what we are seeing out of this GCU team right now. 5-0. And there's a reason why this Grand Canyon team is 5-2 in 2025. There was a reason that they were 8-8 overall last year. They were one of the better teams. A lot of experience for this GCU team. A lot of experience. The face-off zone again. Oregon State come into this one looking for their first win. They are 0-3. As I mentioned, their 2 games between Gonzaga and Washington seem to have been canceled. Those were their previous 2 games. So they are 0-3, and defense has really been the biggest struggle for them this season, and it's kind of proving to be that case again here today against a really strong Grand Canyon attack that is up 5-0. As we're ready to resume play momentarily. And we do. GCU will not win it this time. It'll be Oregon State possession. And Oregon State will maybe look to try to do something. And here comes in illegal sticking, I believe. And it is. Number 15, Nicole Terry will move to the bench for GCU. Oregon State looks to start up their attack again, and this is where they could get some bread and butter going for them, right? They get a point on the board, really just slow down the tempo, slow down the momentum, and play your style of attack, right? It all starts with the offense. So you get good offense, it can translate to good, better defense because of the confidence factor. They work it around. Here in the critical scoring area, and it's a great stick lift by Emma Adams. Really not allowing that one to find any room into the back of the net, and potentially saved her team giving up the first goal against them. Oregon State with a power play chance. Here's the penalty shot, and that one is saved! What an incredible save by Tristan Melke in net. As Oregon State still have it. They're going to work it behind the crease. Great defense. Good trap defense, really allowing nothing. And it'll stay Oregon State ball, as that one was called a foul. Number 10 for Oregon State, Caitlin Richardson. They're looking to bring this one in. Works it behind the crease. Oregon State, good little juke move there by number 5, Hope Hayes. Hayes dumps it off near the top on this 12-meter fan, and that is a wayward pass by Becca Bernhardt. And it'll result in a turnover going the other way. GCU looking to clear it. Not able to yet. Good defense by Oregon State, staying close. Now they're able to clear it. Taking it all the way is Nicole Terry. Terry still has it on her stick near the 12-meter fan. Still works it in, and there's a timeout called. So Terry seemed like she was ready to take that one the whole way and put that one in the back of the net, but instead she will get a penalty shot. Here's Terry on her stick. Shoots it and misses it wide to the left, but good try there by Terry. Terry looking for her first goal of the day. So again, GCU is up 5-0. Working it around. Here's Terry again. Terry works it to the right side. Going to look to the 66-foot area. Now behind the crease. And the shot is in! Wow! Number 25, Emma Adams. From the 8-meter arc, right inside of there. And puts that one home. And once again, the There was nothing that Caitlin McLaughlin could do, and just like that, it is 6-0 in favor of GCU. And then the offensive entourage that we are witnessing right now is incredible. And this GCU attack is really doing itself justice here tonight. I mean, this is a very rare sight to see in women's lacrosse and in lacrosse in general. 6 points coming in rather quickly and in quick succession. And face-off underway, and Oregon State will look to take it. No, it'll be cleared the other way, and now they will be on the attacking wing area. Is GCU on the right wing. Works it around near the 18-meter line. Makes herself small, tries to get in, and that's going to be a foul and a yellow card is shown, I believe. Is that going to be a penalty shot? It will be. Taking it is number 27, Daly Tibbetts. Underway, Tibbetts works in the shot, and it's good! And Tibbetts gets the goal. And it is now 7-0 in favor of GCU. And if you're Oregon State, you got to be wondering, what can we do to try to turn this around, right? What is not working? I think they're trying to go too much here into his own defense. You got to switch it, right? You got to switch something that's going on that defensive side. And offensively, you can't keep turning it over. They've had some good quality chances in that about 8-meter arc, right? In that critical scoring area. And they just haven't been able to capitalize. They've had too many lackluster mistakes and too many turnovers. As the face-off set to go underway again. It's up, and GCU will get it again. I mean, they have just almost won every single face-off, it feels like. They have been in control this entire game. They're working in the left attacking area. Oregon State looking to maybe switch up their defensive strategy. Works it inside in the critical scoring area. Going to back it out near the top of the fan. Now works it to the left side of the fan. Going to look to the 66-foot area, to behind the crease. Good ball movement on the sticks, looking for the open man. Drives it inside. Good juke move. Good juke again. Good quick change of direction. And GCU, they're just doing an incredible job of just maintaining control. And that one is missed. It'll be going the other way for GCU. Or sorry, for Oregon State. And for Oregon State, maybe that's a little bit of a break that you needed right there, right? A little chance to try to get on the offensive. They're not able to clear. GCU playing aggressive here. They're trying to get it back. Oregon State stuck really deep into their own zone. Gets it back. Continuously loses it. And that's going to be, I believe that's interference. Or slashing of the stick. And Oregon State will still have it. And if you're Oregon State's offense here, you got to figure out something, right? Yeah, like I've said, you've had a few, good chances, but you got to continue to work on that, right? Continue to build on it, and really strive for something. You're down 7-0 as they turn it over again, and that's really been the key thing for Oregon State, is they haven't really been able to win face-offs, and when they do, when they finally get the puck on their, or when they finally get the ball on their, in their stick, they're turning it over too many times. As that is the end of the first period of play. It is GCU 7, Oregon State nothing. And Oregon State's defense has kind of been sliced and diced by this great offensive attack for Grand Canyon, and they will be looking to continue that level of offense in the second period of play when we get back. Alrighty, and we are back and ready for a second period of action here for the in Tempe, Arizona, where the Grand Canyon Lopes are taking on the Oregon State Beavers. Excuse me. If you'd like to help support the players at South Mountain Sports website or on YouTube, you could donate today. Any dollar works. We appreciate everything as we're ready to get back and resume play. Grand Canyon is up 7-0. I'm joined on the mic by my good friend Max. What have you really seen so far out of this Oregon State defense, and how can they really improve it?
You know, I think the Oregon State defense needs to work on not letting GCU get up and through the middle of the field. They really need to work on not allowing these shots in the middle right near the goal. The goalie is clearly frustrated with her defenders and allowing how many shots they have here in the first period. And GCU has just been absolutely dominant with the ball. You know, offensively, their offensive game plan is working amazingly.
Yeah, absolutely. GCU wins it again, right? And I feel like that's kind of been what we've been expecting to see so far today.
It's been the trend, man. GCU has just been winning every face-off and a goal!
I mean, that was an incredible pass in to Breland Caffey, and she is the first GCU player to get a hat trick today. I mean, this is great, right? A hat trick for her, and GCU's up 8-0. So
just to start the second period, a hat trick. I mean, it's 8-0 already.
I mean, that was an incredible find too, right, by Faye Smith.
I know.
Beautiful pass.
What a pass, and you know, Oregon State, like I said, it's just allowing too many shots here in the middle, and if they want to fix something up, man, they got to do it here quick, because it's 8-0 and it's getting nasty.
Yeah, I mean, Tristan Milky, she has 2 saves on the day for Grand Canyon. She's been excellent for the few shots that she has faced, right? Obviously, hasn't let one go through, and if you're GCU, you're playing for a shutout now, right?
Yeah, they got to, man. I mean, here's another face-off. You know, hopefully Oregon State can win a face-off. You know, GCU has been winning almost, it seems like every face-off and just taking it down the stretches. Here they do again.
Yeah, GCU gets it again. On the stick is going to be number 20, Breland Caffey. She has a hat trick already today for Grand Canyon. Looking to maybe score one more. Looks for a pass inside, and oh man, she had Nicole Terry. A little bit of a wayward. It's okay, GCU will still have it. They'll take it behind the crease. Now they're going to take it on the left attacking zone. The shot is going to be a little bit wide. Number 24, Layla Cates. And I believe that's going to be a penalty shot for GCU on a foul. Called on Oregon State. No, Oregon State will have it. No foul called. In net now for Oregon State is going to be Annalise Whitaker. It was previously Caitlin McLaughlin, so a little bit of goalie change. There's another turnover by Oregon State.
Here comes another run by GCU.
I mean, this has been the point of emphasis, right, for Oregon State. Kind of where GCU's bread and butter has happened is too many turnovers. As GCU, and when GCU makes bad passes, Oregon State's just not there to get the ball back on their stick.
Yeah, and it just feels like GCU is just pounding on this side of the field, and they just keep dominating. It feels like Oregon State hasn't even crossed the halfway mark on the field a lot this year. GCU has just been picking up every defensive read and every pass that Oregon State is trying to make as they knock it out again, but here is a foul.
And that's going to be a high sticking call. And that right there, that's maybe a little bit of a break for Oregon State, right? They need something to go their way. They force a little turnover, then you get the foul call. So now is maybe their chance to try to get anything going offensively, as there's a little bit of a high pass, but it is corralled by number 6, Kendall Berry, and that's going to be going the other way. And just like that, GCU gets the ball right back on their stick.
And they're going right back down the stretch, man.
Yeah, I mean, Smith is going. Shea Smith is like a horse let out of the pen there. I mean,
behind
how
the
fast
crease
she goes.
with the pass and a goal again.
I mean, Smith to Caffey, right? I mean, this is unreal, the connection that these two ladies have. It is incredible. As the past two goals, it was assisted by Smith and shot in by Breland Caffey, and she now has 4 goals on the day.
Wow. Almost accounting for half of her team's goals here in the second period. She is really just dominating this Oregon State defense. The Beavers are going to need to come up with a solution to stop her and to stop this GCU offense.
Absolutely. I mean, GCU is, as fast as lightning almost right now on offense, right? It's quick. It's like a horse getting ready for like the Kentucky Derby, right?
Yeah.
They just shoot. Like it's like getting shot out of a cannon.
Lightning McQueen coming down the stretch.
Yeah, honestly.
That's how GCU's offense looks right now.
Honestly, I'm telling you, the Grand Canyon University, they are trying to put on the greatest show on grass, right? I'd usually say the greatest show on turf, but we are playing on grass today.
Yeah, here in Tempe, nice, 74-degree weather. It's nice and sunny. Great day to play some lacrosse.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
And Grand Canyon, they're used to this type of weather too.
Yeah, here in their home state, Oregon State, they got a little bit of rain, a little bit of, wetter conditions up there. But yeah, GCU just looks like they're playing on their home field here with a 9-0 score in the second period.
Yeah, absolutely. And little timeout called, right? And I think this is a big timeout for Oregon State. They got to get something going. They got to regroup a little bit and really figure out what they can do offensively, right? It seems like GCU is kind of playing this press-worthy defense, right? They're just pressing up on everything. Where if you look at Oregon State, right, they're not really doing much of that, right? They're kind of staying back. They're content with letting them get down the attacking wings and then working from there.
Yeah, GCU is just breathing down Oregon's neck, it feels like, this whole game. They can't, every time they complete a pass, the ball gets knocked out, and it just seems like GCU just picks it up and goes right down the stretch and just gets another goal-scoring opportunity ready for the offense.
Yeah, I mean, Oregon State, you got to think maybe they're going to try to use that aggressive nature of GCU to their advantage, right? Maybe quicker passes. That's really been the thing, right? Because Oregon State, it seems like they're going to have runs, right? When we look at it on the field, they have girls going like down on the wings on runs, and it's just wayward passes that's allowing the possession and allowing the momentum to switch back to the Grand Canyon side as we're ready to resume action again. And Grand Canyon, it's really been a story of their offense, right? Now, defense has played great too, but really this offense, right? If you're just joining us, Breland Gaffey, number 20, she has 4 goals. Paige DeVries has 2. Shea Smith has 1. She also has 2 assists in the past minute and a half to Breland Gaffey. Emma Adams has 1 goal, and Daly Tippett has a goal as well. On the Oregon State side, no goals have been scored, as it is 9-0 for Grand Canyon, as we're ready to resume play once again. Looking to fix it, and if you're Oregon State, you got to win this faceoff, right?
Yeah, Oregon State has to get some light of hope in. Oregon State, no, they're fighting for it. GCU's going to pick it up and come down here at the stretch. Little double team action. Great pass.
And good clear by GCU, right? They get it.
Ooh, well, contact there.
A little contact. I think they're going to call that interference, maybe. 'Cause that's a green card.
Oof.
Oh, green card. So that's going to be a 1-minute suspension of play right now. How this works, if you're new to lacrosse, is number 9 for Oregon State. It's going to be Penelope Garza. She can't come back for at least a minute. Now, she can come back before that minute if GCU does score before that minute is up. GCU is going to take it down that right attacking wing. Now they're going to work it behind the offensive zone near the crease into the critical scoring area potentially. No, good defense by number 1, Sophia Manji.
Now, this has been a common trend for GC. You know, setting up their nice attack here. And looking for a pass to, you know, create a great assist. You know, GCU has great passing, and they really do just have great chemistry here for this GCU offense. As it just feels like they're connecting all their passes and making the right passes, and then making the right shots and taking the great shot selection on this Beavers defense.
Bonafide, I mean, is played great too, right? Not on the box score yet in terms of goals, but really just controlling the tempo, right, and dictating the pace that they're playing at, and really just controlling the ball in almost every aspect. As GCU will resume that they still have it, right, trying to work it in. Now they will. Into the 8 meters zone, the shot, and it is a good save by number 23, Annalise Whitaker. GCU will still have it, though. They'll be able to take it. Looking for a pass. And you can see 1 player's back for Oregon State. I don't think, you know, right now you're down 9-0. Maybe you go 2 people back, right? 2 or 3. Because that one's a good pass. Good use of the stick by number 16, Kate Fox. That's going to be a foul on Oregon State. I believe it'll be a penalty shot. And it will be, or not a penalty shot, but we'll be able to take it. There's GCU. Now they'll work it around. Good little pass.
Great defense by the Beavers. You know, hopefully a break that they're looking to catch, you know. Trying to make it so that GCU doesn't get double digits here on the board before they have even scored 1.
Sophia Oster there with that great play with the stick. Now Oregon State looking to get out of their own defensive zone. Works it back to McLaughlin. Or no, sorry, to Whitaker. Passing it up. It's going to be a wayward pass yet again.
Oh,
GCU's on a little bit of a break. The pass inside the shot, and it's going to go just wide on that left side of the net. GCU will not have control of it anymore. It'll be going back in the other direction for Oregon State. And Oregon State, you got to think, got a little bit lucky there.
Yeah, you know, they did catch the break that they needed to, you know. They lost the ball there, and, you know, the common trend of GCU just picking it up and taking it lightning quick down the stretch and, you know, creating another goal-scoring opportunity. You know, great passing, just not the finish that the GCU was looking for. But, you know, the Beavers did catch a break. You know, what they need the most right now is just to get on the scoreboard here as it's 9-0.
Yeah, I mean, they turn it over again. GCU works it down that wing on that right side, and thinking that it was going to be good defense was Oregon State, and it was. They'll get the ball right back here. I think GCU didn't think that was the correct call. I think they were looking for a foul there on Oregon State's number 14, Gabriella Kim, but it won't be. As now another whistle comes in, and I think they're going to call that an illegal use of the stick, and Oregon State will still have it. And they're going to continue to just try to work it around. Ready to resume play. Taking it in will be Caitlin Richardson for Oregon State. Oregon State near that 12-meter fan for the first time. It feels like in a long time, right? It feels like they haven't really been this far into the attacking zone for a long time. And again, it is a whistle, and it'll be going in the other direction, and GCU will have it. I mean, too many careless mistakes by Oregon State so far.
Yeah, too many turnovers. You know, it feels like that's like the first time that they have come down the other side of the field. Not only the other side of the field, but the arc. And, you know, the first 40 seconds of the game, Oregon State, oh my goodness, another goal.
I mean, that is an incredible goal there by number 20, Breland Caffey, and that is not one, not two, not three, not four, but that is 5 goals scored by Breland today. I mean, this is incredible. And real quick, can we just talk about the ankle breaker by Haley Seaman? I mean, if you're playing Madden, that is like gold ankle breakers right there, right? Or 2K. Sorry, that's like gold ankle breakers right there. I mean, that reminded me a little bit of Saquon Barkley maybe in his prime, maybe a little bit of Ricky Williams. That was an incredible move.
Yeah.
Sending her right down.
The juke was incredible, you know, and that's what led to the separation to create that shot. And just 5 goals for her today. She is really having a dominant performance against this Beavers defense, as it is now 10-0, and they are in double digits before the Beavers have even scored.
Caffey will definitely be thanking Haley Seaman for that ankle breaker right there, because that allowed Caffey to score. That's going to be a card. That's going to be a green card on the leading goal scorer of the day for GCU number 20, Breland Caffey, and that's going to be a big blow for this GCU attack.
Big breath of air for the Beavers. You know, they have not found an answer on how to stop her today.
And that's going to be possession lost. It seems like Oregon State, Kendall Kelly was attacking right there. And
another turnover. It's just been a common trend here. The GCU offense is just getting so many opportunities with how careless the Beavers are with the ball right now. And as I said, that they're getting possession back and trying to create some sort of shot creation here to try to give their team just a little bit of light in what has been an absolute dominant performance by GCU here.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of been a dormant offense. But speaking of which, you say dormant offense, ask and you shall receive. There's a goal, and really one of the premier athletes on this Oregon State team. It is number 10, Caitlin Richardson, putting that one home for Oregon State. And just like that, it is now 10-1. Grand Canyon still up, right? They're still up by 9, but for Oregon State, you finally cracked a little bit of this defense on Grand Canyon, right? A defense that's been solid all day. They've been solidified as a back unit, and just let them go through. Yeah, that back unit has really helped set up this offense, you know, with shutting down this Beavers offense until right about then when the Beavers have finally gotten on the board. You know, the light of hope they're looking for here in their offense. And let's see if they can get another one here on the board as they have a face-off. Absolutely, as Oregon State looks to try to win it. They won't be able to. Scoops. That one's picked up by Caffey, and she is back in the game after the Beavers score and after her green card penalty. Yeah, so she didn't serve the full minute of the green card, but because Oregon State scored, she was able to come back in. Before that, GCU trying to work it in, and good defense there by Oregon State. GCU works it back, though, the shot, and it is tipped over. And, you know, as soon as Caffey comes out the game, the Beavers did get that, you know, fresh scent of air and, you know, did get on the board, which is something positive to look forward to for this Oregon State offense. Yeah, I mean, she's definitely the one that you don't want to let dictate the pace, right? Because she's their leading goal scorer for a reason, right? She is incredible, and if you let her get going, which they have, I mean, watch out, right? She comes off, right? She comes off the grass, comes off the playing field, and boom, right? You get a goal. So maybe that should tell Oregon State a little bit of something that they need to know, right? Which is, hey, don't let Cactus really control the rest of this game, right? You let her control up to this point. Don't let her dictate the tempo of the pace the rest of the way.
And you know, it's probably a little bit tougher for this Beavers offense here, you know, facing toward the sun with this glare just being so bright for them, making it probably a little bit harder for them to see up the field and connect some passes.
Absolutely, as they turn it over yet again. It is picked up by Haley Seaman. She made a beautiful move earlier on, as that's going to be an illegal sticking call yet again. I mean, that is about the 5th or 6th time we've seen that one today, and GCU will retain possession at the 12-meter fan. Where this will start. Looking for a quick shot in the critical scoring area.
What a save.
And that one is an incredible save by Annalise Whitaker. Really doing all she can to try to help this Oregon State team kind of claw their way back into this one.
Oh my goodness.
And another big turnover, a breakaway opportunity. GCU
off the post.
And another good save. Or was that one off the post?
I think I saw it off the post. It may have been a save. I think it was off the post.
Might have been off the post. If it was a save, it was another great save by Annalise Whitaker. Her second in about 20 or 30 seconds.
Yeah.
GCU still has possession of it. They're working it on this left side. Now works it into the 8-meter fan, and there's a whistle. An illegal use of the stick. And I believe once again this will be a penalty shot, and it will be. Number 11, Riley Siegel will take it, the shot, and it is in! Riley Siegel, the defensive midfielder, takes that one for Grand Canyon, and they are now up 11-1, just like that. I mean, the offensive entourage that we are witnessing right now at a Grand Canyon is something like out of a movie, right? This is incredible.
This is something you see in video games, you know, 11-1, you know, you don't really see a dominant offensive performance like you are seeing from GCU right now, and I can only imagine how frustrated the Beavers coach is over there on the sideline, as like they just have no answer for this offense with giving up that frustrating penalty leading to the goal. It's been a common trend here.
Yeah, I mean, look, this Oregon State defense, I mean, they're trying almost anything that they can right now, right? They're trying to think of all of these different things to do, and it seems like nothing is working as we're ready to resume play. Oregon State will win it. Oregon State looking to go quick now. There's a good pass down this right wing. Now going to center it. Good trap defense again. Oregon State will still get it right. I think Oregon State could maybe use the aggressiveness that GCU is showing, right, as I said earlier, to their advantage, right? They can kind of maybe work these quick passes, keep moving, try to force some illegal sticks like they just did there. And I think that's what you got to do, right? Use this aggressiveness, this almost press-like defense, right, that this GCU defense is sort of playing, and use that to your advantage if you're Oregon State. There's a good spin. Trying to work it inside.
They gotta come up with the answer to this press defense. You know, maybe a little quick passes down the stretch. You know, keep the connection going. Get some fluid chemistry going here in the offenses.
And Oregon State's gonna have a chance after this holding call on GCU. Ready? Set is number 9, Penelope Garza. With the ball in her stick. The shot! And it is in! Penelope Garza slots that one home. Using the penalty of the holding to their advantage is Oregon State, and that's kind of just what we talked about, right? Use the aggressiveness of this GCU defense to your advantage, and they did it right there.
Yeah, way to get a goal there for the Beavers. You know, still down 9 here, but it's something, man. It's something that they can use for this offense to get some hope and hopefully inspire the defense. You know, they did use the aggressiveness, as you said, to get that penalty from the holding, and that's how they score right there. And, you know,
Absolutely. I mean, this is maybe a little bit of life climbing back into this Oregon State team with every minute that goes, right? They're playing better defense. Right there, that was the best offensive sequence that I think that they've had all day.
yeah, definitely. And, you know, little more offensive action here in the second half. Oh, as here GCU comes down the stretch once again, just going by every defender coast to coast.
And another great save by the goalie, Annalise Whitaker. I mean, Shay Smith, right? She jumped. She leaped for that one. I mean, incredible way to come down with that. She takes it all the way into, you know, about that 8-meter mark into a critical scoring area. Can't slot it home, right? Because
honestly, just a great use of her athleticism from the jump to absolutely turning on the jets and just coming down the field to get that shot off, as GCU now has another scoring opportunity to put one behind the net. As here they are behind the crease looking for a pass. Oh, drop pass. Still fighting inside. Oh.
Tries to find a good pass, and it'll be going, I think, the other way. I think it'll be going Oregon State possession, and it is.
Beavers ball here.
Beavers will have it, and it's a quick turnover. No, Oregon State staying aggressive and
juggling to try to get some possession of the ball.
And it'll be GCU possession. So GCU has a chance to get the 11th. Works it inside. It is bobbled. Worked around behind the crease. Looking for a quick pass. They'll find it. The shot. And it is in. Shay Smith. Her second of the day.
Just another terrific performance here by this GCU offense. You know, nothing less than what we've seen all day here in Tempe. You know, the offense is just dominating, and it's really been their X factor to why this game is flowing. I mean, the defense is also playing amazing, you know, not allowing too many shots inside for the Beavers, but it is now 12-2, up double digits here in the second period.
Absolutely, and Oregon State, right, we're just talking about how good they were playing as we're going to head to halftime here. They started to seem to kind of turn the leaf, right? They had a really good offensive possession. Everything seemed to be going in their favor, and then boom, almost like a flick of a light switch, right? Momentum shifts back to GCU. They get a goal right here to end the half. They make it 12-2, and that is the score as we enter halftime. 12-2. This GCU offense has been incredible. Oregon State going to look to come out and play a little bit better defensively and work it in to some better scoring opportunities, claw back into this game. One thing I know about lacrosse is it's never over until it's over. We'll be right back with second half play very shortly. zone, where the Grand Canyon University is taking on Oregon State. It is 12-2 in favor of Grand Canyon, but me and my partner Max here, we just wanted to see what Oregon State had to deal with in that last half going into the Sun, and let me tell you, that one hurt. Right, that was a big disadvantage. Oregon State, they're now going against the Sun, and it's going to do wonders for them. As we are getting the action back on the camera.
Here we are, another face-off, and the sun is really going to play a factor here, because it is coming down, and let me say, it is bright. It is super bright. Definitely harder for, down the sideline plays and passing. I mean, I would have to have some sunshades on. I don't know about that.
Absolutely. Down the right side, right, really on this right wing.
Right where we're standing right now.
Yeah,
right
on the right wing side, where GCU is going to really have to go, right? GCU's offense is going towards the Sun. You got to think Oregon State's going to have a little bit of an advantage. Little tap after the face-off. GCU's going to get it, and that was definitely, it seemed like a high stick.
We can hear it from back here.
Yeah, I mean, that was right to the face.
Maybe the Beavers can use this Sun against GCU's eyes to, really cut down and narrow down this lead here.
Betty Stein, they're picking up a yellow card for first.
It is 12-2 here at the start of the third period.
Breland Cassidy has it. Cassidy, the start of the first half, right? 5 goals for GCU. They're going to work it around again.
Just pass it all over.
And that one is in, number 22, Carrie McMahon. And that is her first goal. I mean, Grand Canyon just going down the list, right, of all of their attackers to score today.
It's like Oprah here with everyone scoring on this GCU offense or somewhere getting involved with assists, making the passes, as you can hear the roaring from the GCU sideline.
I mean, Geneva Barrett and her goalie, doing a little bit of pumping up there. They're both ecstatic with the way that this GCU offense is playing. Yeah. Right, this has kind of been the biggest focal point of the game.
I was just talking about the Sun. Seemed to be no problem for them as they just, put on another goal on this score sheet. It is now 13-2.
Now you touch on the Sun, right? And what I think was interesting is GCU worked it towards that left side. If you're the Oregon State defense, right, are you kind of forcing them? Going to try to force them to go to the right side as they're kind of doing here?
Here they come down the right sideline, and they're trying to switch inside, but no, it looks like Oregon State is pushing them more to the side.
Yeah, and I feel like that's a smart strategy, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I would say so, as this glare is just ominous, as you can see probably in the broadcast here. As here they are behind the crease, setting up another shot, and it's goal!
Oh my, Layla Cates with the goal. That is her first. I mean, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 different players on this Grand Canyon team have scored goals. Breland Caffey still in the lead. She has 5 on her own, already over a hat trick. I mean, this is a dominating performance by her. But 8 different players for Grand Canyon have scored here today. They are now at 14-2, and there is no answer that this Oregon State defense has. I mean, they're throwing the kitchen counter right at this attack of Grand Canyon, and Grand Canyon is saying, you can throw the kitchen counter, I'll just make dinner with it. All right, I mean, this is incredible.
I mean, GCU's offensive dominant performance in the first half just seems to not slow down here as they tally on 2 quick goals on this Beavers defense. With the sun in their eyes, it seems to not be affecting them as the Beavers are going to pick up the ball here, win the face-off, and go down the stretch, lightning speed.
And this is what you want to see out of Oregon State, right?
A quick response.
Yeah, don't turn it over, right? This is going to be the key thing. Can they set up an attack here on this offensive zone? And don't turn it over, right? And push the point of attack. Push the center.
Here they come down, pushing, looking for a pass here. They're going to flick it, just over the head of number 9. The ball comes loose, and there is tripping.
Absolutely is. Oregon State, they're going to try to work on that fan, right? try to work it around. It's turned over again, though. Here comes GCU. A good
What a pass! What a pass
clearing it
downfield!
out of her own
That was a
zone.
quarterback type of pass.
Yeah, I mean,
honestly.
down this left wing. Here they come. GCU looking to maybe score another. Works it in, takes it around near the fan. Now
Great
center.
pass.
To critical score. Yeah, that one is in. Oh, another goal. That one is number 33, Devin Story, their midfielder. And that is now the 9th GCU player to get on the board. And it is now 15-2 GCU.
GCU is just coming down the stretch here, just keep dominating as they get their third goal of the start of the third period here.
I mean, 3 players for GCU, right, are in at least double digits. You have Paige DeVries with 2, you have Shea Smith with 2, and you have Breland Gaffey with 5, right? She's already gotten over that hat trick. And the big thing is Shea Smith, her passing tonight has been elite, right? She has made some incredible passes, whether into the arc, whether around the fan, from behind the crease, almost seemingly anywhere. Her passes are executing at a high rate.
She's been able to pass this ball all over the Beavers defense and really just pick who she wants to set the next goal up for her teammates. As it is 15-2 here at the face-off. GCU wins it yet again, and here they come down the stretch with the lightning speed that we've seen so often here in the game.
Big, what do you think? We're seeing another big-time juke or no?
I would hope so, man. That juke right before the end of the first half was really electric and really helped this team.
Absolutely is. Here comes GCU, right? Slowing it down a little bit. Now they're going to pick up the tempo here towards the middle. Works it to the right side. Going to work it behind the zone offensively. Works it, tries to get it in front. Oh, man, that would have been almost a guaranteed little slot in, right? It's kind of like in hockey when you go right behind the net and you just set up for a 1T. That was what GCU was looking for right there. So it'll be a penalty shot for number 27, Daly Tibbetts. She'll be looking for her second goal. The shot!
Number 16 on the day for GCU's offense, as she is doing dabs with the team, just celebrating all over the Beavers' defenses. This offense has just been unstoppable here all day. Not in the first half, not in the second half, not in the first quarter, second quarter, but they have just been able to score whenever they want, it seems like.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned the dab, right? That move was most famous, made famous by Cam Newton, quarterback of the Carolina Panthers. That tells you how long ago that kind of was, right?
10 years ago. 2015, speaking of 15, you know.
But hitting it there, I don't know. I think those dabs were a little bit cooler, a little bit crisper than Cam's.
Multiple dabs with the.
Hey, I like Tippett's dabs more. I'm just gonna say.
As it is 16-2. Wins played a factor here. You know, you can see on the scoreboard. Scoreboard's flapping a little bit. It looks like it's gonna be Oregon State to win the face-off here. Oh, as they struggle. Now they got that scoop. Now coming down with the sun in the face. Wow. And
I mean,
this
good job there by Sienna Smith.
Another turnover for the Beavers.
Here comes Smith down this right wing, right? And this GCU team seems to just be faster.
Yeah, they seem to be really athletic, and you know their athleticism has shown with the speed to the vertical to jump up and get the ball. And you know, it seems like they just have overall great chemistry here with their passes being so crisp. And
another penalty, and Bree is gonna take it again, and she puts it in again. That is a double hat trick for Breland Cafe today. She has 6 goals. 6 of them today. I mean, this is incredible.
I've never seen anything like this.
I've never seen anything like this. I mean, this has probably been the most dominating single effort of the lacrosse player that I have seen.
Me personally, yes, and you know, one of the most dominant performances I've ever seen, honestly. 6 goals. I mean, 6 in anything when you're talking about scores, you know. In football, 6 touchdowns is incredibly hard to get. 6 goals in soccer is like almost unheard of. And 6 goals here just in the third quarter. I mean, her performance she has been terrorizing this defense here.
I mean, maybe channeling her inner Katrina down, right? Back in 2009, 2010. She led Northwestern in goals in 2009 and 10. As GCU will have the possession here is Smith. Sienna Smith. She's going to drive inside, a little bit of a juke with the stick, right? Not really with the feet. Going to kick it out to 20 Caffey again. And that's worked in, and that's another goal.
Wow, is that the fifth of just this quarter alone?
Yeah, I mean, this is unbelievable what we are seeing right now. I mean, that was a beautiful shot from almost under the knee, it seemed like, by Nicole Terry. And that's going to be her first goal of the game. That is the 10th GCU player to score. They are now up 18-2. And Oregon State, they're running out of time, right? They're running out of time to kind of make a comeback here.
Yeah, it is now 18-2. Just an incredible, dominant performance here by GCU's offense. And I mean, what do you say here if you're Oregon State's coach here in the huddle?
I mean, you're saying we got to clean up defensively, right? You got to clean up these defensive mistakes. You got to stop turning it over, right? It comes down to that, right? Too many times you're turning it over in the attacking zone, in your defensive zone, really anywhere. You got to clean up, right?
Yeah.
You got to clean up the mental mistakes, and you got to play a little bit better. There have been times where they've played great defense. Like, I think that last goal, that had nothing to do with Oregon State.
Yeah,
right? I think they played great defense. That was just an unreal shot by Nicole Terry. And you're going to get beat sometimes like that, right? I think the Oregon State defense actually played really well on that last goal. There was just nothing they could do.
I mean, besides them giving up these penalties, I mean, there's nothing you can really do if you're Oregon State. But, you know, maybe they can cut down on this lead and, you know, get some momentum going. You know, it's never over until it's over. I mean, 16 goals is a lot, but, I mean, GCU's put up 18. So who's not to say that Oregon State can tack on a few goals?
Oregon State can come back, right? I mean, this is the beautiful thing of lacrosse. One team can put up, you know, 10 in that first half, and the other team can come back and they can put up 10, right? We've seen GCU kind of
it's still early here in the third quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, GCU's offense has definitely been the X factor of this game. The defense has been playing well. The defense has been supporting the offense, and the offense is definitely out here supporting the defense, tacking on 18 goals here midway through the third quarter.
I mean, Grand Canyon, right? You talk about defense setting up offense. They have two players here in Riley Siegel and Daly Tibbetts that have scored goals today, right? They have a combined 3. They both play defense as well as midfield, right? So that's a little bit of offense helping defense helping offense, because 3 of the goals scored by GCU today have been by defenders.
Yeah, and you know, they have just been distributing the ball amazingly, let everyone getting shots up here, and as the sun is going down, it is getting a little chilly here in Tempe. As you know, there's not that glare anymore, so maybe we may just see an even more dominant performance by GCU, as the glare has not seemed to affect them. Here's we have the face-off here, 18-2 here in the third. But you know, GCU has just come out the gate firing and scoring on this Beavers defense.
Absolutely, at an alarming rate.
Maybe even a more dominant performance than we have seen in the first half, as the Beavers here are coming down the stretch.
Yeah, coming down that right wing, right, which is kind of where we've said, I think at least for Oregon State, where they can kind of make a little bit of bread and butter offensively, right, on this aggressiveness that we've seen out of GCU. Working on that right side is where you could do wonders, as they almost turn it over.
Talking about the aggressiveness, GCU showing some aggressiveness here on defense, you know, knocking the ball out. Maybe a little too aggressive, as we have a foul. Maybe some hope for this Oregon State offense here, as they're trying to work inside. They flick it up behind the crease, loss of possession. They're still fighting for the ball here.
Absolutely is. Yeah, Oregon State, they're trying to work it around a little bit. Good little spin, gets in, and a goal scoring chance, and that one is good. What a shot there. Caitlin Richardson, I believe, is who slotted that one home. And it is.
Yep, you're right.
Caitlin Richardson, that is her second of the day. That is the third overall goal for Oregon State. And Caitlin Richardson saying, hey, we're not out of it yet, right?
You know, maybe some light here. You know, 18-3. You know, big deficit, but you know, way to knock one out here, and you know, cut to somewhat of this huge lead in the third. You know, maybe giving them some momentum now for this Beavers offense.
As the Oregon State Beavers, I just seen on my screen, we're waving maybe home to the parents that are watching this. And once again, we thank you for tuning in. My name is Ashton Sharon. I am alongside
Max Allen here.
Max Allen, and we're commentating this beautiful game between GCU and Oregon State. And if you'd like to support these players, once again, you can do so on the South Mountain Sports website or on this YouTube stream. There should be a link to it down below. Any dollar helps. Please support these athletes and really help them out with the funding. Right, so you could do that once again on the South Mountain Sports website or here on YouTube.
As GCU's working here inside, pass outside.
To the fan, near the top of the fan. Now works it to the right side.
And they're looking here to score another goal.
You see, this is what I like, though, out of Oregon State right now. Now I'm kind of liking this defense, right? They're staying up there, forcing them to not drive, right? Not drive into this 8-meter area. They finally do, but it's picked up by Oregon State, right? So now Oregon State potentially is
a little over the head there.
Yeah, a little too
to the GCU sideline.
Too much of a pass there, but that right there was good defense by Oregon State, right? That's a little bit of what you need, right? That momentum factor.
Yeah. That's what we definitely want to see here, as here comes GCU's offense driving down the field. Once again, you know, being patient, looking for the right pass, you know, making sure they get the right goal-scoring opportunity here. Did they score again? I think that, yes, number 13, Shea Smith with the goal.
13, Shea Smith with the goal, and call up the hat trick line. I mean, that is another one for this GCU team. The hat trick line has been cooking today. I mean, it is like a witch putting the potions in the pot and stirring it up. I mean, GCU offensive attack has been almost unstoppable. I
mean, yeah, the Beavers have had no sort of solution here to this X Factor sort of offense by GCU. It is now 19-3, and they've scored 19 goals here in the third quarter to start. And you know, it just seems like they're being more dominant here in the second half than we have seen in the first half. You know, the first half GCU was really dominating, but it has just seemed like every time they get the shot or the opportunity, they are not missing, as they are scoring a lot here in this game, and not only in this half. Stop of play here. Green card handed to number 1, Haley Seaman. She is going to sit out here for a minute unless the Beavers score here. Oregon State looking for some momentum downfield, as she is wide open going down. A great defense by GCU to knock out that ball. Oregon State retains possession, looking for a pass, looking for a goal scoring opportunity here. So at the top.
As Oregon State, right, they're trying to work it around, right, as they're going to take it now behind the crease and stop it to play a whistle or leave a piece of the stick. So Oregon State will still have possession of the ball. They are down 19-3, right? They're down 16 total points, and it's been a little bit of a struggle.
As they score right there, number 6, Kendall Berry with the goal.
Would you look at that, right? I say it's been a little bit of a struggle for them today, and they put one home right there in the back of the net.
I mean,
Yeah,
we'll
just like that
definitely see
19-4.
some better offense here out of the Beavers. No goals in the first quarter. 2 goals in the second, and now they've tacked on 2 more here to start the third quarter and the second half. Even though it's 19-4, some positive here to look for this Beavers offense. As they're going to have another face-off, hopefully trying to win here. GCU has been absolute dominant on their face-off, and was really a common trend on how they scored a lot of those first half goals, winning the face-off and just coming down the stretch. As another athletic play here by GCU's offense, as they're really just showing
I believe that was number 12.
the vertical
Sam
and speed.
Yeah, I believe it was Sam Klump that elevated right there to really make that athletic play.
Yeah, you're right. Number 12, Sam Cole. Just what a play there to jump up, not only grab the ball, but work down the stretch with the speed. Even though it didn't end it in a goal or opportunity, just great use of athleticism.
And at the end of 3 here, it is GCU 19, Oregon State 4. We'll be right back with the 4th period of action right after this. We're going to talk a little bit about this 3rd period of play, and really right there, I mean, that's kind of what you wanted to see out of Oregon State down the stretch, right? They end that period with a goal, right? And they kind of start showing a little bit more prowess in terms of offense, right? And then they started to kind of find the weakness of this GCU defense, maybe a little too late, right, as some may say, but if anything, that's going to give you a little bit of momentum going into your next game.
Yeah, here's the sunsets here, end of the third. Looking forward to the 4th quarter here. I think that GCU's offense has been most dominant here in the third. We saw a lot of goals in the first and second quarter, but they really just came firing out the gate as the second half. All gas on the pedal, no break, no looking to stop here as GCU tacked on, I think, 7
7.
goals?
I mean, speaking of that, but to me is very impressive about GCU is you have someone in Breland Caffey who has 6 goals, right?
Just dominant performance.
However, they have 19 points up on the board. They have 10 different goal scorers, right? Which still tells you about this offensive execution and how good they are at really distributing, right? This is a very well-passed team.
Yeah.
Right? They can pass it with some of the best of them here in Lacrosse. And they showed it. 10 different goal scorers, right? You had Paige DeVries, Riley Siegel, Riley Siegel, Shea Smith. She has a hat trick. Nicole Terry, Breland Caffey. I mean, we talked about her so many times, right? She has 6. Carrie McMahon, Layla Cates, Emma Adams, Daly Tibbetts, Devin Story. All of them have goals. I mean, it is incredible what we're witnessing in terms of offense here today. I mean,
just dominant performance. 6 goals. I mean, I can't wrap my head around that. 6 goals just in the first 3 quarters alone as we're getting ready here to kick off the 4th quarter here in Tempe, Arizona as the sun sets.
And Shea Smith, right, not only does she have a hat trick, but I really want to touch on the passing, right? And
her passes have been
some of them have been unreal, right? 2 on her, finds a way to just pass it down low. I mean, it's incredible.
I mean, she has really been, I'm not going to say the focal point, but one of the main reasons this GCU offense has been so dominant here today, and has definitely been the X factor to this team's offense, unlocking the offense and being able to set up all of her teammates to also score as we are getting ready here for the face-off to start the 4th quarter.
I mean, look, there's a reason this GCU team is 5-2 so far in 2025, right? There's a reason, that they are doing so well, and I think a lot of that testament to their head coach, Tracy Ramirez, right? She's done an excellent job for this GCU team.
Yeah, and GCU's energy is just incredible also, as here comes Kaylee down the sideline. Common trend we've seen here, using her athleticism to turn on the jets and just speed down the sideline as GCU is working behind the crease here.
Yeah, I mean, GCU really content, maybe take a little slow. What I love is that they rush down. They're so impactful to get down, but they're okay with slowing it down a little bit.
Very patient with how they, want to set up these goal opportunities with the passes. We see a little fake there. and they are
in.
gonna get not a shot, but a great pass,
And what a shot!
Goal as she flips her stick.
Nicole Terry, and that is another one for GCU. That is in double digits. That makes 3, 4, 5 players for GCU within double digits. Nicole Terry tacks on her second.
As they put up 20 on the board here to start off the fourth quarter.
I mean, that was an incredible pass yet again, right? I mean we keep touching on this passing. I mean,
yeah,
it's incredible.
Not only the passing, but the goals. I mean, the goals have been great, but I think that passing has really been the best part of this GCU offense. Is it has set up so many goals for them, and it's really just looks like they're just making any pass they want to right now.
I mean, Breland Gaffey, right? We talk about how dominant she's been offensively. I mean, she has that brace on her right knee, right? But clearly,
not slowing her down. It's not slowing her down today.
So face off, almost dribbled down, picked up by Oregon State, and they're gonna have to go quick, right?
They're gonna have to get some goals here to get some sort of lay-in. You know, even if they can't put enough on to score the game, they can get some momentum here going for their second game of the night here.
Yeah, they're 0-for-3 to start the young season. 2 games against Gonzaga and Washington seem to have not been played, maybe canceled. Oregon State, they're looking for that first win, right? They're looking for it. Seems like it may not happen here today, though, against a very strong...
Yeah, may not happen tonight, but, you know, they want to be able to carry some momentum here in this Cactus Lacrosse tournament.
And, oh, man, they had a chance to get the 5th goal of the night. It was into Kendall Berry, and just couldn't corral it in her stick. And it's going to be going the other way. And that's kind of been the biggest point that we've touched on, right? Is turnovers.
Yeah.
And it's turning again.
Yeah, I mean... And even though they've turned it over a lot, this this Beavers Oregon State offense has been able to score when they put up the shots. And, you know, maybe that's something they look forward to in the next game, and something they can reflect upon is they are not able to match GCU's offensive dominant performance, but they have been able to score 4 goals.
And Gaffey is going to come off.
Little flea flicker as they're just passing it all around here.
End around there,
oh, wow. They just keep doing these end arounds.
They're content with playing patient, right? As you mentioned earlier, they're a really patient team. They'll wait for things to set up, and I think with the way that their offense has been playing, right, it's shown how their strategy put in place by Tracy Ramirez has kind of worked, right?
Yeah.
And they're going to get another chance at a goal here, right, after the penalty. It's going to be passed in. Good deflection there with the stick. Kendall Berry not allowing that one to find the GCU player down low, but GCU still has it. On the
around pass and a missed opportunity there. The shot.
Good save there by Annalise Whitaker. That is, you know, one of her many saves that she's had to make today, and GCU will still have possession, right? It seems like GCU has dominated 90% of this game, right, in terms of possession, and that's usually how this sort of thing goes, right? In almost any sport, the team that dominates the most time of possession is usually the team that's going to win, and that's kind of been the case here tonight.
Yeah, GCU has just been holding on to this ball and really not giving Oregon State a lot of opportunities and time to, you know, slow it down, you know, think it through, as Oregon State has had to rush a lot here as GCU offense got off to a huge start and, you know, really just keeps dominating here, and they have been the dominant force here as this GCU offense is looking to score again.
Interference, and GCU will have another chance to potentially put up the 21st point for them of this game, right? 21. I mean, if that doesn't tell you about the offensive efficiency today, I do not know what does.
Seriously, I mean,
Emma Adams will have it in her stick. She'll be ready to almost get ready to go for GCU. Passes it out. Back to Adams. Right, GCU again staying very patient.
As they've been all day, you know, very patient, you know, not really rushing but then using that break-off speed to, you know, score a lot of these goals, not only down the stretch, but here inside the arc.
Absolutely, and I mean that the change of direction, right, is that's a little bit of a wayward pass. That's kind of been a rare sight out of this GCU.
Yeah, you know, they haven't
right?
gone backwards a lot here, but, you know, they retain possession and they're, you know, connecting on the passes, you know, building that chemistry that we have seen so often today by the GCU offense.
Well, breaks it behind the crease. Gonna find it on this left wing near the arc. Works it around into the fan. There's another penalty. And GCU will have another chance here again at this 8-meter arc to potentially put another one home. Alright, it's going to be number 33, Devin Story, with the chance.
Oh, she's not going to shoot right away. She's going to pass, you know. Very unselfish play there.
Again, a very smart strategy by GCU. Just control the time of possession, right? You were up 20-4, right? You don't need to, you know, theoretically score another.
Yeah, you know.
If the opportunity arises, you know they will, but the patient approach of play is definitely the smartest approach that they can do right now.
I mean, yeah, and that's really what we've seen all day from GC, you know, the patience of this offense, and, you know, really just waiting for the play to develop and, you know, find the right person to either shoot or find the right person to pass to, as this GCU offense is connecting some passes here, you know, looking for something.
GCU continues to work it around from about right to left to then left to right.
Pass inside. It's going to be recovered by the Beavers as they're going to try to go quick here down the stretch.
Yeah, Daly Tibbetts using her stick there, allowing GCU to try to get the possession back. They won't be able to. It'll remain with Oregon State. Oregon State, good pass, good find up there to Kendall Kelly.
Here they come down the stretch.
Kelly's going to find a beautiful pass there to Garza. Garza has a goal today for this Oregon State team.
No, they're connecting some passes here. Momentum. Oh,
looking for Mia Fernandez there, right in a good critical scoring opportunity and a great chance. Just goes awry.
You know, something uncommon we've seen here from the GCU defense. You know, the Beavers were passing it all around, you know, connecting the passes, making the right plays, and almost had a great opportunity to score a goal there. But, you know, just the overpass, you know, too much force on it.
They will have a chance, so still here is Oregon State.
When they pass it,
and it's corralled quickly by the goaltender, Tristan Milkey. Here's GCU. They have possession, maybe looking for a long pass. There was number 5, Haley Osman. She'll now get it on her stick. She was looking for it earlier. She's going to drive down this left attacking wing. Going to look to find Barrett. It's back to Osman, though, and to Haley Seaman. I mean, she has been incredible today, right? She was the one that had that incredible juke. Does it again, works inside, shot just wide on the right side, on the right post.
Her goals have been amazing. Her passing has been really crisp and what has really set up this GCU offense to score, I mean, as many goals as they have, 20 today.
They're working, GCU is working from right to left, Oregon State working from left to right on your screen.
Yeah, and you know, kind of uncommon what we've seen here in the fourth quarter from GCU. You know, not as many goals.
Oregon State, they're going to just look to try to clear it. And they won't be able to. GCU going to pick it up potentially? No.
Still fighting.
Oregon
State's going to take it, go down the left sideline as they connect a pass.
Oh, that one's up there to Kelly. Yeah. Kelly's going to try to do it all herself, and there's going to be a penalty. It'll stay with Oregon State. And Kelly will have a prime goal scoring opportunity here.
Definitely.
I think that's going to be called an illegal use of the stick.
Oh, what a save.
14, Elisa Perinas. As that was a good save there by GCU.
They're playing. Oh, what a pass! Oh,
great pass. GCU's still going to have
Wow.
breakaway speed. Here we go. It is 2-on-2, 3-on-3. Tries to get the shot. Good save there by number 23, Annalise Whitaker. GCU will still have possession. Some good, quick breakaway speed, though. On the other side by GCU. Works it around to this left side.
You know, what a pass down the sideline.
Oh, absolutely.
That was flung.
That's a wayward pass there by number 15, Nicole Terry, looking for Gianna Peters. One of the very few Grand Canyon players to not have a goal.
I mean, truly just incredible. This GCU offense has been today, you know, just really showing their dominant offense. You know, the Beavers just not having much of a solution for this offense, as they have really just been able to almost get everyone on the team a goal here today.
As a store for them today, Breland Cafe had it once again, passes it up and to this right side, works it down low. She'll take it back out to the right side is Cafe. Works it up near the top of the fan. To the left side, and GCU will reset.
Yeah. Definitely a push there.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see that one definitely.
Yeah, definitely from down here on the sideline.
GCU will still have it on the stick. Gonna work it around the crease, goes down, and that's gonna be a penalty and illegal use of the stick. And again, I think that one was pretty clear right there. I mean,
we're seeing GCU
really good chance here to score right on this left side. Gonna work in. Haley, shot back of the net is good.
Wow, what a goal there.
Seaman, she gets her first goal of the day.
Using the grass to, you know, bounce up the ball and go underneath the goalkeeper's legs to score that goal, and that is GCU's 21st goal today.
And that one I really liked, right? She using her shoulder, keeping the defender off.
Used her body, worked inside, really got that great shot off, and
absolutely.
Just kind of the norm we've seen today from this GCU offense, just scoring their 21st goal. It is 21 to 4.
And that's going to be, I believe, the end of the game, or at least a little bit of a break here. It is going to be 21 to 4 in favor of GCU as we go to a break real quick. And Oregon State, they really have no answer.
No.
Right now. Right?
Not at all.
I mean, let's be real, for Grand Canyon, Haley Seaman, she deserved that goal, right? I mean,
that was really just a great
use. Here today, she definitely deserved one.
Great use of her skills, great use of the athleticism to work inside, use her body to post up, and, just using the grass. We haven't seen a lot of that today. Using the grass to score a goal, bouncing down, and going underneath the goalkeeper's legs there.
Absolutely. Once again, the Grand Canyon University there in the Western Women's Lacrosse League. On the other side for Oregon State, you will see them in the Northwest Women's Lacrosse League. As last year, this is an Oregon State team that struggled, similar to kind of how they're struggling this year, right? They were 6-8-1 overall last year. GCU, kind of middle of the pack, right? They went 500 in their conference at 3-3, and they were 500 overall, right, at 8-8. So very balanced overall team. That's not been the case this year, right? This year they've been very, very good.
And number 20, Kathy, has 6 goals. I mean, dominant performance. When you think of 6, it's really a huge number in terms of scoring. I mean, unless it's basketball. But, I mean, that's not ideal. But, when you think of 6, you think of Tom Brady throwing 6 touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers throwing 6 touchdowns. And, really has just shown her performance on the field today, dominating this Beavers defense.
Absolutely. And Shea Smith, right, she also has a hat trick for this Grand Canyon team. As we just want to take this quick time before we resume play to thank you once again for tuning in on the South Mountain Sports YouTube channel to listen in to myself and my colleague Max Allen announce this game here for you today.
And you know, what a great first game to not only watch, but sit here and commentate, as GCU has just been offensively dominating this game, as we've seen, as 21 goals here. Just truly incredible.
And GCU's going to go quick down on the attack again, right? They're going to look down low, looking for Haley. Not going to be able to do it. Of a wayward pass, but the GCU aggressiveness works to their advantage again. It's picked up on the stick of Shea Smith. Smith going to try to bring it towards the middle. And that one is just missed. Oh, it seemed like a surefire dump, and it was like a layup when you're wide open.
Yes, I know.
Oh, it reminded me of Josh Hart back in 2024, man. That was not fun times.
You know, Brandon Knight for the game.
No, it was like Josh Hart on Christmas Day against the Celtics, man. I'll never forget that one. I was crying some tears of sadness during that game.
I mean, and you know, maybe GCU can carry this dominant performance into their next game tonight, but not only their next game, but this tournament today. That was a great pass.
That was a great pass.
Almost been a surefire goal
I mean, that was down to Geneva Barrett, and you can hear the crowd. They were kind of moaning, groaning to that one. They thought that one should have counted. But GCU, they'll still have it in a prime goal scorer.
And here's Shea Smith with the penalty.
Oh, passing to Barrett again, and she missed. Oh man, a quality.
Two we've seen in 30 seconds right by the goal. That could have been surefire goals.
Here we go. GCU still has it though. They're going to work it around towards this left side is Smith. Haley's going to have it and trying to get some good defense is number 20, Zoe Roberts of this Oregon State team. Pass going to find down low to the crease. GCU working it around now, and again, playing this patient style of offense that they have.
What we've seen today, and you know, has definitely been a successor. They have scored 21 goals here. Truly incredible performance, not only by the offense, but the GCU team in general. I mean, it just seems like the defense has just been sitting back here today.
Sit back, and that is the game. The whistle blows. And just like that, GCU will pick up another victory here in 2025 as they will win 21-4 over Oregon State. Oregon State will remain winless so far this season. GCU will advance to 6-2. Once again, my name is Patrick Sharon alongside
Max Allen here.
And we'll be right back at about 7:20 for the next game between Utah Valley and the Georgia Bulldogs. Hello and welcome to Tempe, Arizona for the coverage between the Georgia Bulldogs and Utah Valley Wolverines. My name's Ashton Sharon. I'm alongside
Max Allen here.
And we are ready to commentate this great game of lacrosse. Georgia, dominant last year, right? 16-3. They're 7-0 here in 2025. And for Utah Valley, they're 8-5 overall last year. So this is a battle of two really good teams.
Yeah,
and I think we can say that.
The Bulldogs also 4-0 in SEC conference play too. Very great thing to know, as they did go 16-3, as we are ready here for the face-off of this game here to kick off the night here in Tempe at the Cactus Classic Lacrosse Tournament.
We thank you for joining us here. Utah Valley, they were very good last year. They're off to a little bit of a struggling start this year right there. 0-4. Georgia will be looking to remain dominant, right? Remain undefeated. That's the biggest thing. Can they remain undefeated here today? We will have to see. Utah Valley, they're looking for their first win. And in net for Utah Valley will be number 42, Peyton Kimball. On the other side for Georgia, it'll be number 27, Emily Weir. As we're about set and ready to get underway, we will. Then tipped up in the air, Utah Valley gonna start within, and Utah Valley is gonna work from right to left on your screen. Georgia's gonna work from left to right. Utah Valley clears it into the offensive zone. They are, and I think this is gonna be a big thing for Utah Valley, right? They got to get off to a hot start quick, right? Yeah. Against this Georgia Bulldogs team. Yeah, this Georgia Bulldogs team is definitely a great team. Also, just, I'm excited to watch this game and also commentate this game here at the great night here in Tempe. Absolutely is. They're going to work it around right now towards this left side. Is Utah Valley going to take it up near the top, near the fan, works it inside to a high chance area. Good defense by Georgia. They're corralling it, trying to clear it out, and there's a foul, and it'll remain Utah Valley possession, and Utah will have a really, really good chance and an opportunity to score right now. Yeah, great way to start off this game, would be a great start for the Wolverines to start off the game. Mile Lightfoot. Yeah, and that's the first goal of the game, and Utah Valley takes a 1-0 lead over the Georgia Bulldogs, or when I say the undefeated Georgia Bulldogs here in 2025. What a way to start for Utah Valley. Yeah, the Wolverines tack on the first goal of the game here, and just what a great way to start off the game for the Wolverines. You really couldn't ask nothing less if you're the head coach of the Utah Valley Wolverines to score on this Bulldogs defense to open up the game here tonight. Yeah, I mean, you could say that the Wolverines maybe clawed their way in, right? We're ready to resume play here in Tempe, Arizona. If you'd like to support the athletes, you can donate today at South Mountain Sports website or on the YouTube channel. Here comes the Bulldogs on the attack after conceding the goal to the Wolverines. And, the Bulldogs, they were playing great defense there, broke up the pass and the shot, but, ultimately could not come successful on the penalty as the Wolverines score the first goal of the game. And here comes the Bulldogs at the top, getting around, working inside, but loses control of the ball. Retains possession. Yeah, great defense by the Wolverines. As the Bulldogs are going to miss there. What a save! Yeah, what a save. Kimball. Way to lock down the goal right there. Is they're going to go on the passing attack. Utah Valley, I mean, you got to think using the body here, being physical, is going to be the way to kind of, beat this Georgia team. I thought that one there could have maybe been a penalty on number 20 of Georgia. Kaylee Page wasn't called. Utah Valley, they're driving in on this left side, going to look down low. Got tipped, good defense by Georgia. And Georgia will corral the ball and stick. Yeah, and
They come down our sideline. Here come the Bulldogs on the passing attack.
Down the left wing.
Wow, great passing here displayed by the Bulldogs so far.
Yep, they'll be on this near fan inside on the arc.
Oh,
good critical scoring
great
chance.
moves.
Good pass.
Way to find the player. What a save. What a
left
save.
to right on that pass. I mean,
Yeah,
that was
you know,
really good.
Really great moves, but you know, Utah Valley just showing their strong defense here again. As they're trying to look for a pass, they do find great pass. Great passing here displayed by the Wolverines right now.
And this is what you want to see out of the Wolverines, right? Beat physical, but also make these good, clean, crisp passes, right? Beat this Georgia defense, right? If they're going to play physical, play aggressive, you got to match that,
Yeah.
right? That's the way to beat this team.
You know, the Wolverines came out the gate scoring. Can they do it again here?
Wolverines passing seems like content, going from left to right.
Very pacey offense
Down
we are
low,
seeing.
shot is wide on the right side of the, off the right post. Shot was missed wide. And it'll be Utah Valley ball. The shot was missed by number 11, Horoba.
Here comes the Bulldogs on the attack.
Bulldogs, intercepted!
Way to intercept that pass! Here she comes down the stretch, looking for a pass here. Trying to find a teammate. The Wolverines back on the board. What a great play there.
I mean,
by Utah Valley.
Unreal, right? Unreal execution. And now Utah Valley, I mean, they're right back on the offensive, right? I mean, this is going to be a battle of which defense can hold down the fort longer and really, you know, which one of these, I guess, defenses are going to crack early, right?
Yeah.
And we've seen Georgia crack a little bit really early on with that early initial goal, but since then they've been very clean, right? And both these defenses are very, very
I mean, besides conceding the penalty and the goal, this Bulldogs defense has been very tough as the Wolverines are working inside, trying to get a shot off.
Finds it down low. Oh, and they had a pass down low. It was to Horoba. She couldn't corral it.
So they're for a fight for the ball, and it's going to be Bulldogs' ball with the holding call right there.
Yeah. Bulldogs possession, and they're going to try to work as quickly as possible. And it seems like a timeout was called, and it is by Georgia. So Georgia, they're down 1-0
here.
Right, they're down 1-0 to Utah Valley. Valley looking for their first win of the season. They are 0-4. The Bulldogs are 7-0. Last year, the Bulldogs, right? I mean, they're kind of picking up where they left off, right?
Yeah,
they were 16-3. They were undefeated in the conference.
Kind of like how they are here in the regular season. You know, undefeated in the conference. You know, undefeated in the regular season. But you know, the Wolverines just came out firing, and you know, have been very aggressive here on the offense, looking for great passes, and
yeah, absolutely.
That's how they scored right there, getting that penalty drawn, and you know. Other than that, the Bulldogs defense has been really good, and you know, the Wolverines showing some great defense as a goalie made some great saves down there.
I mean, Peyton Kimball, right, for Utah Valley. I mean, what an incredible save. Georgia working it in, right, down low in a high percentage scoring chance, and Peyton Kimball made an incredible save.
Just showing off her skills right there.
Yeah, so that's going to, like I said, right, the key to this game is going to be defense.
Yes.
Utah Valley, they've come out of the gates and they've struggled. Right now, we know that they're a lot better than what they've shown so far. Right, they were 8-5 last year. They're looking for the first win. Yeah. I think it's just a confidence thing, right? As soon as you get that first win, I mean, it's going to keep going, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And I feel like that's kind of been shown by Georgia this year, right? Where one win can kind of propel you into a crazy winning streak because they're undefeated.
Yeah, and you get that momentum, and you really carry that with your team, and you carry that momentum all throughout the season. But, I mean, the Wolverines really did just way to open the game there with the goal and, you know, take the momentum out of Georgia's undefeated season, you know, really take them out of that, you know, groove that they've been in all this season.
Yeah, absolutely. Head coach Natalia Scott for Georgia, you got to think maybe she's telling her offense, hey, that was good execution that we had earlier on. Let's keep moving this, right? Let's do what Utah Valley is doing so well, which is use clean, crisp passes. Let's move it around the, in the arc, right? Let's move it around behind the crease. Let's take it around the fan, right? Work it from left to right. Work it from right to left, right? I think that's what they need to do right now, and they haven't been doing. And I think that's maybe what head coach Natalia Scout for Georgia is kind of telling her team.
Yeah, like you said, Ashton, this is definitely going to be a big defensive game, and whoever...
Great pass!
Yeah, what a great pass.
Up to number 22 for Georgia.
Bulldogs are going to come down here, being patient, looking for the right opportunity to score a goal.
And that's what you want to do. Pass it behind the crease, and now you're slowing it down, and you're kind of controlling the tempo. Here is the Bulldogs.
Yeah, here they are on the fan trying to score and, really create a goal-scoring opportunity to, tie the Wolverines' early goal as she falls, trying to recover the ball as the Bulldogs do pick it up.
Nikki Chester was there looking for a quick pass inside the arc. It wasn't found. Georgia still, retaining possession, and they're still working from left to right here, trying to get almost anything going, trying to find it inside the arc.
Maybe they will.
Working it around behind the crease.
Yeah, looking for a pass here behind the crease, being very patient. Is number 20, Kaylee Page. Oh, and she moves a double move and scores a goal! Kaylee Page, what a goal there to equalize the Wolverines. It is now 1-1 here in Tempe.
I mean, what an incredible shot right there.
What a move,
right?
too. What a great double move to get around the defender. Use her skills to really equalize this game here.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's all about maximizing your opportunities and maximizing chances, and that's what Georgia just did, right?
Way to capitalize there on their offensive, being patient behind the crease, looking for the correct pass, and, just way to score there for the Bulldogs and way to, get this game equalized for them as they come out of the timeout break.
Absolutely, as we're ready and set to resume play again here for the face-off. It's kind of been even, right? Each team's on a face-off today. So, thank you again for tuning in. If you can't see, the score is 1-1 between the Bulldogs and the Utah Valley Wolverines. Speaking of Bulldogs...
Oh, here come the Bulldogs down the stretch again. Kaylee, who had just scored the goal, being very patient, looking for the pass, trying to get her team.
That's what you want to see. Right?
Yeah, this is exactly what you want to see.
Maximizing
opportunities, just being patient, looking for the right opportunity to score goals, just like how they did, being very patient behind the crest. As they're working inside.
She
scores again! Back to back. Wow. What a play by the Bulldogs, and way to come out of the timeout break. Not only 1 goal, but 2 goals for Kaylee Page here to start off.
I mean, that was a heck of a run, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a football play when a receiver creates separation. She sees the 2 defenders kind of turned off of her. She slides right in, right to the open spot, and a high-scoring chance slots it home.
That's also what you want to see out of like a soccer striker, making the correct run at the perfect time and at the correct time for that mid, really to get in and make that pass for her to score that goal. It is 2-1. Bulldogs are up on the Utah Valley Wolverines.
Yeah, I mean, Georgia now showing why they're 7-0, right?
Yeah,
this season.
definitely.
I mean, their offense picking up in the past minute, right? 2 goals.
What a great timeout by Coach Scott, to keep the team compressed and, get their heads wrapped around after conceding that early goal and penalty as they come and score 2 straight after that. As
it's going to be a win for Georgia again.
Bulldogs are going to win the face-off again and come down the stretch here. They're playing very fast-paced, coming down the field, but being very patient around the fan and behind the crest.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Here they are, working behind the crest again. Looking for the right pass and the right opportunities. As she makes a run.
Oh my gosh. Almost did it from behind the back. I mean, that was a little Mahomes there. I'm going to say it. Almost was Patrick Mahomes. I mean, wow.
Yeah.
All right.
That's like a Rajon Rondo behind the back.
I don't want to get a little Chris Collinsworth here, but I might have had to with that one. I mean, Oh.
I mean, that's the type of plays you see.
Oh, but that one's man. I mean, that
would have just been an incredible play to start off the hat trick for the game.
I mean, wow.
I mean, behind the back, little Raja Rondo, Magic Johnson, Chris Paul, Trae Young, even.
That was a great save though by Payton.
As they score. Wow, knockdown and shooting. Little fadeaway there.
Julian Fulick with the goal right there for Georgia. And it is now 3-0 for the Bulldogs. I mean, she went down too, right? It was good defense.
Yeah, as she was shooting, you know.
Yeah. Good defense, better offense.
Yeah, what a great way for the Bulldogs to come out after conceding that early goal on the penalty to come out and score 3 straight so far.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to be thinking here if Utah Valley's maybe going to be thinking of using one of their own timeouts, right? I mean,
maybe.
They came out of the gates really strong. They got an early goal, right? Things seem to be going in the right direction for them. And just like that, out of a timeout, Georgia's saying, hey, not so fast, right? We're going to bring the tempo back to us. We're going to maintain it, and we're going to play the way that we want to. That was great execution overall. Yeah,
what a great offensive sequence by the Bulldogs. You know, winning the face-off, coming down, using the speed.
Utah Valley.
Here comes the Wolverines down, using their athleticism and speed.
Down low, going for a shot, and Tyler John seemed to fake out of the own stick. Gets it back though, going to work from right to left now. Bad wayward pass. Georgia going to look to corral it. Is going to be Page, and it's going to retain.
The Bulldogs here, they come down the stretch again.
It's a 3-on-3 attack here, maybe a 3-on-4. Works inside.
Wow.
What a goal.
Wow.
Number 18, Mia Pisani, with an incredible run of her own.
Pisani really just came down the stretch using her speed, using her moves to beat the 3 trapped right there. And just, way to score that goal, honestly. As now the Bulldogs have come out and scored 4 consecutive goals after conceding that early goal to the Wolverines. You know,
nothing Kimball could do there, honestly. Nothing.
Yeah.
I mean,
honestly, that was just a great play. Great way to use the skills, the athleticism, and you know, great shot and great goal there.
Yeah, I mean, if we had replay here, I mean, we would look at it. She went right with the left step, kind of a little jab, almost into a
almost a little juke,
you know, like a little euro,
and then just flicks around. Yeah.
Instead of going to the right side, shoots it to the left side. I mean, it was a beautiful shot.
And, you know, the Bulldogs again showed why they're undefeated here this season. You know, very rapid and quick-paced ways to score goals. And the Wolverines are going to have to do something to stop this Bulldogs offense if they've been really dominant in these past couple minutes.
Absolutely is.
So they come down the stretch again, down the sideline. Working behind the crest, you know, they've really been working on the side and behind the crest, you know.
Yeah, they've been
really
working behind
these opportunities as they do again. Wow, back to back.
It's me again.
Wow, and now we have two Bulldogs who have 2 goals, and Masani and Page.
It is 5-1 in favor of the Bulldogs, and I mean, coming out of this timeout, I mean, it's been incredible, right? It's almost been a flip of the book.
Yeah.
Right, in aggressiveness, in speed, right, in tactics. I mean, Georgia right now is just dominating in every single aspect.
This Bulldogs attack has been incredible to start off the first quarter with 2 of the attackers, Mia Pisani and Kaylee Page, to score 2 goals both. So now 2 Bulldogs with 2 goals, and it has really just been a great response for them after conceding that early goal.
Absolutely.
It is now 5-1 here in the face-off. Wolverines looking for some way to answer this dominant Bulldog offense. They're fighting for the ball.
Page got it for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs on the attack again. Good almost defense by
Wolverines are going to pick it up and come down here. What a great pass down the stretch. Looking, just great sequence of passing we're seeing here as they're working around the fan, the right side of the fan, going behind the crest, finding a pass behind the crest, working around the fan, trying to get a shot in the arc, looks like what the Wolverines are trying to accomplish here.
Behind the crease is something that you want to see both teams do, right? The crease is kind of where you can kind of settle down and regain control, regain movement.
This ball's dropped there, regains possession. We're going to round the outer side wing of the fan, here at the top of the fan. Oh, great double move to create separation right there.
Good defense there by Georgia. That's going to be number 5, Haley McDaniel, with the great defense. Utah Valley, though, still in. Good move to work back left. Going to find it on this left side. Tries to get it.
Would have been a great pass to connect as they pick it up. Being very patient here. What we like to see.
And that's what I was going to say. That's exactly what you want to see out of Utah Valley, right? Be patient. Work your way in, right? You don't need to get all 4 back now, right? You got to go one at a time. There's a good shot, good save by number 27, Emily Weir.
Here come the Bulldogs, using a lot of speed here early on to create some goals. Great defense here by the Wolverines, pushing her out of bounds.
And here we go in the other way. Georgia looking for maybe a foul call with the stick. It's not going to go in their favor. Utah Valley's
going to drop back into their own half. Looking for a pass here.
Utah Valley, right? They're kind of playing this
great.
Want them to right now as they just lose it.
It's going to be Bulldogs ball here down the side where we are at right now.
Bulldogs looking to kind of reset almost, right? They're up 4.
Yeah.
They're looking to maybe try to go up 5 here. They got to just keep playing this offensive approach, this fast tempo way of playing right now, because that's what's seemingly working for them.
Yeah, I mean, it has been working tremendously for them, but then they're being very patient like they are right here behind the crest, looking for a great pass, looking for that runner to score the goals that they have. And they are at 4, but, the Wolverines are going to have to try and tack on some of their goals of their own if they're going to want to stay in this game, at least in the first quarter alone, at least.
Absolutely, as Georgia just continues to work it behind the crease. And they're bringing it out here, and this is kind of the movement that you want to see, right? They're slowing it down a little bit. They're up.
Yep.
They're just waiting for this offense to kind of develop a little bit before they really just go on the attack, as they do here. Good pick play almost. Passes it out, and Georgia will kind of reset.
Yeah, being very patient, looking for the right opportunity, looking for the right chance to score a goal as they overthrow. And the Wolverines are going to grab the ball, and they're going to go down the sideline on their own. Wow, what a pass down. But
good, not capitalize it there. Was looking for Baker Shepard.
Bulldogs are going to regain possession down their own half, fling it up into the Wolverines half, come down the sideline, work more toward the sideline, and get into that wing side of the fan here. Looking for the right player as they're going to go behind the crest. Still looking for that, run or great pass, being very patient here as they have been very fast coming down the field, at least, and using their athleticism to score some of these goals.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, this is what you want to see out of Georgia, right? Keep resetting until you get the good look that you want, and you know that they're very capable of finding open looks and finding holes in the defense. They've done it already today. It's just a matter of time. They could very easily shoot one of these, but it's a smart strategy to not continue to work it inside, like they're doing here.
Like they're doing right now.
5, shot!
No goal.
And it's going to be called a foul. Oh.
No, it's a goal.
Count it. Well, count it. That is a goal for Georgia. That's going to be Haley McDaniel, and that's her first goal of the game. And that is now the 4th Bulldog in the scoring column here. And the Bulldogs are now up 6-1.
2 mids, 2 attackers, they're very well disputing this ball here to each one of their playmakers, making the right plays, working inside, as you were just calling, Ashton, working inside to get the right goal. And the Wolverines are now down 6-1, down 5 goals. Not too large of a deficit here, but Georgia has come out on a 6-0 run since conceding that first goal to start off the game early here in the first.
Absolutely. I mean, this is a game of momentum, right? And momentum can shift with every goal.
Yes, very, very quickly.
And I think Natalia Scott did it perfectly, right? She called a timeout at the perfect time, kind of regrouped to the girls of Georgia, and they've come out and they've been like, hey, that regroup helped us, right? Because they got 6 unanswered, as you said. Tip-off is 1.
What a great timeout by Coach Scott, the Bulldogs, to regroup the team as they're going to come down the stretch here. Once again, using the speed, using the breakaway speed, and being patient. What has worked for the Bulldogs and what they want to see out of their team. Waiting for the right pass, not being too hyper aggressive to score the goal, but being very patient, making sure they find the correct player.
I mean, you've already done the hard part, right? And that's kind of drive down as they're doing here
Yep.
again.
Oh, great double move.
Inside. Good defense there by Utah Valley. They're really forcing them out on the bench.
They are definitely pushing them. They do not want them working inside like they have so far, because that has been how they've scored most of their goals, working inside and shooting inside
And this is
the
now
arc.
going to be a penalty shot here for Georgia. And I believe it's going to be
Number 12. She shoots and misses, but pass recovered behind the crest.
rebounded, and that one is picked up by Mia Halbert. Passes it in. Looking for an inward pass.
It would have been a
great
dime and
chance.
almost a surefire
Bryce
goal.
Wilson was the intended target.
Yeah.
Down low. As Georgia will kind of regroup here again. Right now, I like this fast, aggressive pace that they play, right?
Yeah, being very patient and then just, knowing when to attack and when to use that speed to break in and work inside, using their moves. They're very great at timing, it seems, here.
Absolutely. To all 70 listeners, we appreciate you and thank you here on South Mountain Sports. Once again, my name's Ashton Sharon, and I am brought alongside
Max Allen here, and that is going to be the end of the first quarter as we end 6-1. Georgia Bulldogs are up against the Utah Valley Wolverines.
And we'll be right back after a quick break. But before we go, we just want to ask one more time to please donate to help support the players. And you can do that by donating at the South Mountain Sports website or on the YouTube channel. Every dollar helps. Thank you. And everything donated will be going to the athletes for scholarships and funding. We'll be right back after a quick break. Once again, it is Georgia 6, Utah Valley 1. Alrighty, and we are back here in Tempe, Arizona for a matchup between the Utah Valley Wolverines and your Georgia Bulldogs. And Max, we've seen kind of a quarter play, right, so far. What have you seen out of this Georgia Bulldogs team that you've really liked?
You know, I'm really liking how the Bulldogs have been able to distribute the ball and, create these goal-scoring opportunities, very unselfish play here by the Bulldogs lacrosse team. And, I really like how they answered to that first goal. They conceded the first goal of the game. Utah Valley did score off that penalty, but since then they have been on a 6-0 run, making it a 6-1 game. And, they've been very great to use their athleticism going down the stretch and then being very patient, working at the right pass, all about timing. And, that's what really we've seen out of the Bulldogs, great timing, great patience, and that's how they have started off this game 6-1 and most likely started off their season undefeated so far.
Absolutely. And Utah Valley, what can they seemingly, try to do, right? They're kind of looking like the Flyers out here in a tough start.
Yeah, I think what the Wolverines are going to have to do is they're going to have to, stop this Bulldogs offense, as they have been extremely dominant since they've come out. And, B, I think they're going to have to get some of their own offensive opportunities here to match the Bulldogs' offense so far.
There's a green card distributed to number 17 of Utah Valley. That's going to be Bailey James receiving the green card. And Georgia working it down quickly, right? As they're working it down to the fan, now near the arc. Working from right to left now on your screen, on your TV screen, or however you're watching this one. Utah Valley will be working from left to right. Georgia inside. There's a shot and a goal.
Wow.
Number 23, Bryce Wilson.
Yeah.
7-1.
Now the fifth individual Bulldog to score a goal. Like I said, very unselfish play here by the Bulldogs. Great passing, great attacking, and way to tack on their seventh goal here as they make it 7-1. Yeah. And now on a 7-0 run since giving up that first goal. Great response from the offense and way to come out for the second quarter.
Yeah, great unreal pass by Riley Davis, number 22, the midfielder, finding Bryce Wilson down low and a good high-quality scoring chance to capitalize and put that one in the back of the net. Once again, it is 7-1 Bulldogs as we're ready to get back underway, right? Utah Valley, you kind of mentioned Jorky was, stopping this Georgia offense, and real quick, Georgia comes back and they get a goal.
Yeah, no, they're going to have to find some solution to stop this offense and to get some offensive production early on, kind of like how we saw how they scored that first goal, drawing the penalty, scoring the goal, but ever since then, this Bulldogs offense has been on a dominant run. As here come the Wolverines down the sideline.
Yeah, the Wolverines doing good. And wait, there's going to be a card distributed. It's going to be a green card. Number 23 of Georgia, I believe. That's going to be the goal scorer, Bryce Wilson. So the green card will be distributed to her. Now, if you're new to lacrosse, the green card means that you are out of play for 1 minute. Now, you can come back in before that minute is up if a goal does happen to be scored. Utah Valley working it around behind the crease. Gonna work from it once again left to right on your TV screen. Right now they're working it from left to right in terms of the fan. Now up near the top, gonna look down low into the arc, shot, and goal! Number 18, Tyler John. And she's representing the number 18 very well. That was my number when I played baseball. That was a long time ago. But using the number very well, and it is now 7-2. Yeah. Bulldogs still up.
Yeah, great way to respond here for the Wolverines, tacking down and, really working toward getting at an even score here, Wolverines, got that early goal, gave up 7 straight, but, way to answer to this Bulldogs offense and to come out in the second quarter to answer, staying very composed as we saw in the huddle after scoring the goal, yes, celebration, but keeping the team composed, what you want to see out of this Wolverines team when going up against an undefeated team like the Georgia Bulldogs here.
Yeah, beautiful pass there by Kate Yost as well to get that one inside the arc and a prime scoring chance. just like that, maybe Utah Valley getting a little bit of the momentum shifting back to their side that they so desperately needed. Only down 5 now, ready for the face-off between these two teams. Georgia, the team in black, Utah Valley, the team in primarily white. Face-off is one. Georgia's going to corral this ball. No, it's going to be going the other way. There's a whistle, holding, and it'll be going in the direction for Georgia. Holding was called there on Utah Valley. They're going to work it behind. They're going to try to clear it into the attacking zone as Georgia. They will.
Great pass.
That's a beautiful pass up there to Bryce Wilson. Wilson going to work from right to left now on the fan. Now Georgia going to pass it around behind the crease. Looks to set up a pass, and we'll see what happens as they kind of reset.
Great way to work inside. What we've seen a lot out of the Bulldogs, being very patient around the fan, working inside the arc, and then using their speed and athleticism in the arc to score these goal-scoring opportunities or find the right run, as we're seeing right now by number 22 as they're working outside of the fan. Now, wow, what a goal by number 22 of the Georgia Bulldogs, Riley Davis, who had just assisted Bryce Wilson on the goal, as she now has an assist and a goal for her own. Way to answer for the Bulldogs there after giving up the goal to the Wolverines, as this Georgia Bulldogs offense now is 8 goals scored with 6 different people scoring goals. And, just very unselfish play here, way to distribute the ball, and just way to score for the Bulldogs. Like I said, being very patient around the fan, working inside the arc, and just great play by the Bulldogs offensively overall.
Absolutely beautiful pass there as well by number 12, Kira Manella of Georgia, assisting on that play. Once again, the goal to Riley Davis, number 22, who you so aforementioned assisted number 23, Bryce Wilson of Georgia. Georgia regain a 6-point lead as they are now up 8-2 as we're ready for the face-off once again. Here it'll be interesting to see who comes down with this one, right? That one's corralled. Georgia seems to have it. A whistle is blown. It'll remain Georgia possession. Georgia going to try to maybe go a little bit quick here. Kylie Page has it. Page going to kick out to Wilson, and they're going to work from right to left again, right? I think that's kind of been the predominant theme that we've seen out of Georgia. They want to work from right to left first and then work it around.
Yeah. And we haven't seen much of them working behind the crest like we did early in the first quarter. But, they're still finding ways to score. Oh, here we are, as they are working around the crest, going left to right, equally distributing the ball, waiting for the right opportunity, being very patient, as we've seen from this game tonight.
Absolutely is. They're content working it, just around the fan, around these little inner ports in the attacking zone. They don't want to give up possession. That's something Georgia's very good at, kind of making these runs. As they're going to find another run inside, shot just wide to the left side. That was Mia Pisani looking for maybe the hat trick, the first one that we would have seen out of this Georgia team today. Georgia still has it though on their sticks, works it behind their own end.
Yeah, that knee brace does not seem to be stopping Pisani at all today. She already has 2 goals. Little missed shot right there, but a hat trick would have been great to start the game and start of the second quarter. As they're working here behind the goal,
working around the
crest.
Yeah. They're working it behind their own zone. Look, tries to find a pass inside, won't be able to do it. Georgia still retaining possession. Utah Valley here, they're playing some good defense though right now, aren't they?
Yeah, they have been playing great defense, but just haven't been able to stop. They've been playing great defense, very patient defense on the fan, but the Bulldogs are just very aggressive in that arc, and inside the arc has been where we see most of the Bulldogs goals scored. They're just going to have to find a solution to stop this Bulldogs offense inside the arc as Haley drives in, missed shot.
Wide shot. That was Nikki Chester driving in for Georgia. The shot just a little bit wide. The pass to Chester, I believe, was by number 18, Mia Pisani, right? Maybe not just a shooting Pisano, but maybe a little bit of a passing Pisano as well.
Yeah. Definitely. So here Georgia is just being very patient once again, controlling time of possession. It feels like they've had the ball a lot here as another missed shot by the Bulldogs.
Good deflection, good defense again, though, by Utah Valley, right? But not allowing anything here to come into the back of the net. Shot again was missed by Nikki Chester, and Georgia will once again have it on their stick. They're going to work it near the crease. Now they're going to work it around their own zone. Going to look inside, shot, and it's in! A goal and a hat trick for Mia Pisani. We keep talking about her, and she gets the first hat trick of the day, and Georgia is now up 9-2. The shooting Paisano strikes again.
Wow, great goal there, and way to add on the hat trick as Georgia has got their 9th goal here in the second quarter. Just great play here by the Bulldogs offense, and even though the Wolverines defense has conceded 9 goals, they still are playing relatively great defense. But just once the Bulldogs get inside, posting up, using their athleticism to score, they just haven't found the answer to that, as that has seemed how the Bulldogs keep scoring here tonight in Tempe.
Absolutely. The Wolverines have just really had no answer for some of these Georgia runs, right? The runs inside. Kaylee Page with the assist there for Georgia, as well as Georgia's once again up 9-2 here in the second quarter of play.
Pisani and Page have definitely been great additions and playmakers. Not only scoring but also assisting, as Page makes the pass here to Pisani. As we're just talking about them working around the fan, being very patient, what we like to see here from the Bulldogs.
Again, if I'm Utah Valley, right, I'm going to try to keep away on that left side of the fan, right, because every single time they seem to have possession, they're trying to work it to that left side. If you're Utah Valley, you got to think maybe you're going to adjust it defensively, take that side away from them.
They're going to need to find some defensive adjustment or some defensive answer, at least, for not only this Bulldogs offense, but how they're just working around as they're working inside the arc here, and it's a goal by number 3,
Allison Catoni.
Wow.
Her first goal of the day, and that one was assisted by who else, right? Who else? Unreal.
As the Bulldogs score in double digits now, their 10th goal here. Just great display of the Bulldogs offense is how they've been so dominant here in the first half, and especially in the second quarter. They're really just distributing the ball well, getting their playmakers the ball, being very patient, waiting for the runs inside the arc, working outside the fan. What we love to see here.
Dare I say that today it's kind of seemed like Mia Pisani is the LeBron James of the Georgia Bulldogs right now. Seemingly doing it all, right? Shooting, passing, tenacity, aggressiveness, everything floating off her stick seems to just be money.
Yeah, just a stellar performance against this Wolverine defense right now, and they're going to have to slow her down one way or another.
Georgia wins it again, and there's a stoppage of play. It'll be going the other way. Utah Valley will get the possession now, and Utah, you got to think the Wolverines here, they got to go a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah,
right?
No, definitely. The Bulldogs have possessed this ball well, and that's how they've been able to score, being very patient, holding on to the ball. And the Wolverines, it feels like they haven't had the ball at all this second quarter.
And you got to think here, the key strategy, it's kind of doing what Georgia's been doing, right? Tire down that defense. Yeah. Georgia's been tiring down this Utah Valley defense seemingly all game. Now you got to think it's time for Utah Valley to kind of tire down this Bulldogs defense. Yeah,
no, definitely. Wolverines are, gonna have to get some light of hope here. Down 10-2 in the second quarter. Game's not over, of course, and they're gonna need to grab some momentum against this Bulldogs team, who has just been unstoppable. It seems like, as a missed shot there, Bulldogs get the ball and they're gonna go on the attack here. Great defense by the Bulldogs, way to not have the goal. And here they come, flying down the sideline, using their speed. Great passing here.
It is like a horse in the Kentucky Derby. How fast they're going down. Wow.
Lightning speed down the sidelines here. Is here. you know, they have the numbers, but they're still being very patient here. Looking for the right.
This is what you want to do, though. Continuously work it around, right? I mean, this is what Georgia's been doing all day, and it's been working.
What a great
Gonna
pass.
find Mia. Mia's now gonna kind of slow it down near the top of the fan, right? Again, they're gonna try to work it near this left side. Good defense by Utah Valley, not allowing them to do so. Now they're gonna work it here towards the right side, thinking about a potential run, but I think number 40 of Utah Valley, that's gonna be Megan Youngbird, maybe told her different plans. Here's Georgia continuously with these good passes, right? These good crisp passes and crisp turns, right? I mean, you're seeing them kind of go with their back, start with the back, and then use the shoulders, right? Use that and go around on the defender. I mean, that's just a great move, great skill set.
Definitely. I mean, the moves inside the arc have really been, you know, great ways how the Bulldogs have scored. You know, their domination of possession here has also been something great to note, as they're going to get inside the fan, inside the arc. Shot! Oh!
Save!
What a save!
Shot
What
by
a
number
save!
10, Megan Heflin, and it was a beautiful save by Peyton Kimball. And Kimball just saved her team, giving up the 11th point. I mean, right off the helmet, it seemed like, right? Yeah, it was right off the helmet. It was a great shot.
Penalty here by Pisani. No, Paige. Paige gets a penalty here for the Bulldogs, as she is not going to score. Missed shot. What a terrible missed opportunity there. What would have been a great opportunity to score their 11th goal, but the Wolverines defense holds strong against this dominating Bulldogs offense.
Bulldogs still have it. I mean, look, these two players, right? Pisani and Paige, they just continuously, they're like one cohesive unit, right?
Yeah,
right?
They're like a dynamic duo.
Yeah, they're the dynamic duo. It is like Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant out here, okay? They are a dynamic duo.
Yeah.
Working inside, still Georgia, and there's a foul.
This offense has played great, but the work of Pisani and Paige, you know, have just been, you know, something you can't note here, as it has just been incredible play from both of these girls here, and, you know, has really been the X factor for the Bulldogs offense, as they're going to get another opportunity to score out of the 10. Wow.
Number 2, Jillian Fullick.
Her second goal. Wow.
And the Bulldogs are now up 11-2, and seemingly just cannot stop offensively as this Bulldogs team. I mean, Utah Valley now seemingly having a little talk around their goalie, number 42, Peyton Kimball, and maybe seeing how they can shore up this defense, and gonna get a few substitutions on is gonna be Utah Valley. And
they're gonna need to change something here. You know, this Bulldogs offense, yet again, like I've stated many times, has just been super dominant, super efficient, very patient, you know, connecting great passes, great team chemistry displayed, as that is now the third Bulldog to score double goals here.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're ready here and set to resume play. And we're kind of waiting for this one to be official. Ref moves out of the way, and we're ready to go. Georgia not going to retain possession. It's going to be picked up by...
Oh, wow. What a great breakaway here.
Here goes Curtis coming down. Going to work it here towards this right side.
It's going to be what they're going to need here.
Going to try to work it inside, down low near the crease. Goes big shot, going to be wide. It was shot there by number 5, Reagan Wall. Picked up. Utah Valley still has it. Now they're going to be on this left side of the fan. Works it up near the top. Now going to look down low into the arc. Wayward pass, still corralled by Utah Valley. Good pass there, just getting it over the outreached stick of number 14, Avery Finley of Georgia.
Wow, great defense here by the Bulldogs, you know, not allowing...
And their inside shot in the goal! Well, number 3, that's going to be Maya Lightfoot, her second goal of the day for Utah Valley. She scored the first goal of the day, and now comes back and gets her second. And that right there was a beautiful pass by number 11, Majena Horoba, right there. for Utah Valley, and now they're only down 11-3.
Yeah, scratch everything I just said about that Georgia Bulldogs defense right there. I mean, they've still played tremendous today, but, you know...
I think it's kind of been what we've kind of seen on both sides, right? It's not really necessarily a bad lax defense.
Yeah, no,
it's just
not at all.
When you're controlling and you're possessing the way that they're doing and they're faking out runs, right? Sometimes you just set up fake runs because it tires out the defense, and that's what Georgia's been doing so well today.
Definitely.
And that is right there. Utah Valley said, hey, we're going to kind of beat you in your own game, right? You want to tire out our defense, guess what? We'll come down, we'll do the same thing to you. They did it. They put one in the back of the net.
And, you know, that's a great way to answer to this Bulldogs offense that has scored 11 goals here in the first 2 quarters. And, you know, maybe some hope for the Wolverines. You know, they're going to need a lot of goals scored here, but way to tally one on the scoreboard, you know. Great answer to the Bulldogs' offensive dominance here we've seen displayed in the first quarter. And the Wolverines are going to look on to tack on another goal as they win the faceoff and are going to come down the stretch
Here comes Utah Valley, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is now the aggressive up-tempo pace that you want to see. They're going to work it near this right side, going to get it behind their own zone. Now works it behind the crease, going from right to left behind their own zone. Going to look inside, shot, tipped and almost in. There was a shot there by Tyler John. She was looking for her second of the game. John and Lightfoot have combined for all 3 goals of Utah Valley and the Wolverines so far. Working it the other way now is going to be Georgia's. They're looking to maybe clear it out of their own zone. Good press defense by Utah Valley. Really no passing. They're going to have only a few more seconds to try to get out of their own zone. Has to slow down. Great press again. I mean, Georgia really has nowhere to go right now.
Yeah, and, you know, Georgia's, you know, way to hold on to the ball in the time of possession has been really what has stopped us Wolverines from getting those shots on that they have seen, and really not allowing them to get as many opportunities to score goals as the Bulldogs have, you know, with their dominance of possession here early in the first quarter, or first half, excuse me. So Wolverines are going to work here, top of the fan.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is what you want to say to the Wolverines, right? They're bringing them
definitely.
Great pass. Beautiful save.
What a save, honestly.
Unbelievable save.
Pick up the ball. Bulldogs get possession, and here they come down the sideline. Once again, we've seen so commonly here.
I believe that save on Georgia was Jayla Turner. As Georgia here, they're going to try to clear it, and they will. They're going to get it up to Jillian Fullock. She has 2 goals today for this Georgia team. Works it around, going to try to get a pass a little bit too high, intended for Kaylee Page, who's the intended target. It'll be going in the other direction, and Utah Valley has a chance to keep climbing back in this one, right?
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of the Wolverines. You know, they're responding great to the Bulldogs offense. You know, they really have slowed down their offensive production and their time possession, you know, pressing, forcing them to make passes, and, you know, getting great opportunities and great shots as they are.
There's a breakaway chance for Utah Valley. Great pass there down low to Shepard. Shepard going to work it from left to right, works it back to the right side. Going to look near the top of the fan to Sophie Curtis, and she'll kind of slow it down a little bit right for this Utah Valley team. And again, you're going to try getting these runs to try to tire out this Georgia defense, don't you think?
Yeah, no, definitely. They're being very patient, you know, very common trend we've seen from the Bulldogs here, being patient around the fan, you know, looking for the right run, looking for the right pass, you know. They're going to have to be very careful with their possessions as they have not got a lot, but they have been able to score on the very few ones they have had today.
Yeah. As here goes number 10. That's going to be Shepard again for Utah Valley. Shepard controls it, keeps it in, keeps going in. Shot, good save. And
looks like
10 losing the stick. Seems to be okay. Is Shepard.
Shepard going coast to coast there. That would have been a great goal to score. You know, a great momentum
back,
swing.
maybe feeling a little bit of the heat. Jayla Turner, though, with another great save for Georgia. Speaking of Georgia, here they are still on the attack, right? As again, they're working it from right to left. Now they're going to take it around their own zone behind the crease. Stoppage of play. And it'll be a green card on number 23 of Utah Valley, and that's going to be Sophie Curtis, the midfielder. So a substitution will have to be made, and once again, the green card means that you're out for a minute, unless, let's say Georgia scored, let's just say Georgia scored right there, right? Then Sophie Curtis would be able to come right back on to the field, right? However, since it wasn't, she'd have to serve the full minute. The only way you don't have to serve the full minute is if a goal is scored. Hope that one helps out and clears up some of the confusing rules of the cards in lacrosse. That one is almost picked off by Georgia. Still has it as Utah Valley. Now corralled by Georgia.
Here comes the
Georgia's
Bulldogs,
own player, Jillian Fullock, slips a little bit. There is a whistle. That is the end of the quarter. And at the end of this one, it is Georgia 11 and Utah Valley 3. We will be right back for the next quarter of action. Alrighty, and we are back and ready for this second half of play between the Georgia Bulldogs and the Utah Valley Wolverines. What did you really see in that first half that you liked from both sides, both Georgia and Utah Valley, that you think that they can kind of implement here in the second half?
Yeah, I loved the patience-ness from both teams. And, it was really great to see how they scored, being very patient, the timing was great from both teams, waiting for the right moment and the right time to score, as we are here 11-3, Georgia Bulldogs and Utah Valley Wolverines.
Absolutely, as Georgia here is going to retain possession. They are behind the own offensive zone, going to work it behind the crease. Going to work it from right to left. Inside, tries to make herself small. Going to kick it back out. Going to look other side. Shot, and it's in!
Wow, what a goal. Way to start off the half.
Beautiful goal.
And Ashton, that was, just what I was talking about. The patience, could have scored the goal right there, but no. Kicked it back out to the fan, making sure they could get the best opportunity for the Bulldogs offense. Very unselfish play there, great way to score and great way to kick off the second half here.
Kira Manella with the goal and assisted by who else but number 18, Mia Pisani.
Pisani has just really been everywhere, all over the field. No matter if it's scooping up the play, setting up the offense, assisting, scoring, she's just been dominant today.
12-3 now as you score. Georgia has 12. Utah Valley has 30. If you are just joining us, my name is Ashton Sharon, and I'm alongside
Max Allen here.
As we thank you again for tuning in and listening here on South Mountain Sports YouTube, and Utah Valley will have possession, makes herself small. Good kind of maneuver right there by number 23, Sophie Curtis. And Utah Valley, that one's almost going to be intercepted, or it was almost intercepted. It'll still remain Georgia possession, though, because of a turnover committed by number 3, Maya Lightfoot. She has 2 of the 3 goals for Utah Valley here today. Georgia going to clear it out of their own zone now in the attacking half. Going to work fast, going to work quick, tries to get it inside, going to work it out back to the outside, going to work it behind their own zone, and they will kind of reset possession.
I mean, Ashton, what have you liked out of both sides, offensive and defensively, in the first half?
Well, look, I think for Georgia, obviously their offensive execution and their runs were incredible. I think on the other side for Utah Valley, when they seemed to be more patient, it did wonders for them, right? I think for Georgia defensively, they're playing stout defense, right? Utah Valley, they kind of beat them a few times with the, hey, you're going to try to tire out our defense, we'll do the same to you. Georgia's done a very good job at really not allowing them to do that, right? Because they've played so aggressive. Meanwhile, Utah Valley, I think they've played some really good defense. I just think that they've been tired. Georgia has dominated a ton of time of possession, as they do it again here again on a turnover by Utah Valley. I think that's the biggest thing that they need to clean up, as Georgia continuously is driving, takes it around behind the crease. Now going to kick it back out, works towards this left side. Tried to find a run there. I believe it was going to be number 5, Haley McDaniel. Georgia will still have it, and a foul is called down to the ground. It's going to be a green card, and it's going to be called on, I believe it's going to be number 36. Yes, 36 of Utah Valley. It's going to be Alyssa Brown. He's called for the green card. And we're ready to resume play. Here comes Georgia. Working it from left to right. Georgia loses it a little bit. On her stick is going to be Kira Manella. Manella does recover it, though. Going to work it around the fan. Drive inside. Looks potentially for a shot. No, going to kick it back out to Manella. Intercepted there.
Great play defensively.
But, again, a loss of possession. coming out of the stick of Bailey James, and Georgia will once again look to tire out this Utah Valley defense.
Oh, right off of the top of the goalpost there. That would have been Pisani's 4th goal of the day.
Works it inside.
Wow!
It's in! Oh, we were just talking about potentially a 4th goal for Pisani. How about the 1st goal for Megan Heflin today?
And what an assist by Paige. You know, already has 2 goals today. Like I said, these Georgia playmakers just don't stop. Very unselfish, very great lacrosse play that we want to see. And that was just a absolute dime. Dropped on the dime, you know. Great pass, great shot, great goal, great offensive sequence by the Bulldogs.
That pass, I mean, it looked like the opposite of anything that the Philadelphia 76ers could ever do, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, definitely not the 76ers at all. I mean, no, definitely not.
As we're ready to resume play here, it is going to be Georgia 13, Utah Valley 3.
I mean, unlike the Sixers, that wasn't very disappointing like they have been all season. I mean, that was a great play, great sequence. Not a lot what we see out of the 76ers at all.
Absolutely. The key, I think, has been good ball movement, right? I mean, 9 different goal scorers for Georgia.
Yeah.
I mean, what have you kind of seen as Georgia's running down again?
I mean, like I said, they're very unselfish. They know how to distribute the ball. They know how to be patient. They know how to really tire down this defense, you know, dominate the time of possession, and really just dominate all in all. You know, they're giving their defense, you know, a lot of time to sit back and not chillax, but give them a lot of
breathing room.
Yeah, breathing room while this offense is just tiring down the defense and being very patient and waiting for the right opportunity, the right pass, and the correct goal score as they work inside the arc here. Shot a pass! Oh,
that one seemed to be a good.
That was almost like an alley-oop there.
Yeah, but Payne and Kimball playing excellent there, and now
here they come.
Playing with a little bit of pace, running really quickly down the side is Bailey Johnson, right? Kind of running down this left sideline. Utah Valley going to try to maybe play a little bit quick here near the top of the fan. Now going to work it out. Utah Valley going to kind of slow it down a little bit. All right, they're going to work it behind their own zone near the crease. Now going to work it around inside. Oh, man, that would have been a prime goal-scoring chance for Maya Lightfoot. Would have been a chance for her to get a hat trick. Could not capitalize, and going in the other direction for Georgia. It goes. No, it is now scooped, picked up, and no, it's going to remain Georgia ball. Utah Valley didn't like the call there, but Georgia will still have it. Georgia still has it in their own defensive zone, looking to clear it into the offensive zone. Now going to go down this left wing is going to be Nikki Chester with a good pass. Another good pass down low. Here comes Georgia on the stick of Avery Finley. Finley going to pass it.
See, this is what I like to see. Very patient lacrosse here, played by the Bulldogs, and has been key to their offensive success and how they've scored 13 goals here, and most likely probably how they're undefeated so far this season. It's going to work inside. Great pass!
Good save. Goalie there, Peyton Kimball, didn't know exactly where it was, right? But able to eventually get that back with them. Beautiful save there by Kimball. Here comes Utah Valley. The Wolverines will be taking it the other way. Once again, they're working from right to left on your screen, wearing white. Georgia is wearing black. They'll be working from left to right on your screen. Utah Valley. On the right side. Gonna look to try to bring it in and gonna maybe slow it down a little bit.
Yeah, Utah Valley is gonna have to, crack down at this double-digit lead that the Bulldogs have. It is 13-3 right now, but they're gonna have to find some way to crack down this lead if they're going to. What a shot! Great save by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, incredible save.
Jayla Turner, what a great save by her. And, way to, stay strong for this Georgia defense. As here they come in the attack, great passing, what we've seen all day here from the Bulldogs. As the ball is dropped and scooped up by Valley, dropped again, and there is going to be a penalty. Play stopped here. And a green card handed out.
And I believe that one is... We'll see exactly who that one's on in about a second. I believe it's going to be on number 22 of Georgia. And that would be Riley Davis. So the midfielder who does have a goal scored today picks up a green card. She will be out of action for a minute. Almost ready to resume play. Oh, a green card is... Oh, no. No, they're saying the green card's on someone else. And it's going to be on number 11 of Georgia, and that's going to be Nikki Chester. Chester was arguing that it was her teammate, but overall, number 22, Riley Davis, will come back onto the field of play, and Nikki Chester will sit for a minute. So ref helping to clear that one up a little bit.
Yeah, and not a lot of cards handed out today. Very clean lacrosse we've seen played today.
No yellow cards.
Yeah, a lot. But just great. What we want to see. As here comes
Utah Valley. I mean, they're going to take it down, right? Utah Valley looking to cut down on the 13-3 deficit. So they
connected some quick passes here.
Quick passes, going to take it around behind their own zone. Now looking near the crease. Now pass that one out. Works here on the left side. Utah Valley looking to set up something, maybe looking for a pick. They'll find a pick. Going to work it down low. Now takes it out. It's going to be number 3, Maya Lightfoot. Here's a foul. It is called. And it's going to be illegal use of the stick, and that's going to set up a penalty shot for Maya Lightfoot. She has 2 today. Can she get the hat trick? 13-3 is the score for Georgia. Whistle blows. Lightfoot drives it, shot, and it's in! Maya Lightfoot with the hat trick. It is the second hat trick we've seen today. First one was Mia Pisani for Georgia, and now Maya Lightfoot gets the hat trick for Utah Valley, their 4th goal, and they're now down 13-4 to Georgia.
Great way for the Wolverines to cut down on this Bulldogs lead. Not double digits anymore, but great sign of hope for the Wolverines. Hope we can see more of that tonight. But yeah, great way for the Wolverines to respond with what has been a dominant offensive performance by the Georgia Bulldogs.
Absolutely is. We're almost ready to resume play once again between these two teams. Georgia looking to get back in the goal-scoring column. If you're Utah Valley, looking to build even more momentum and get one more back quick, right? Now only down 9, cutting the deficit to single digits is Utah Valley. Georgia going to seemingly win possession. Now they're not. It was kicked. They're going to see exactly to who it goes to. It's going to be Georgia possession. Taking it in will be Kaylee Page. Page, good move, almost a juke move from left to right. Takes it on this right side of the fan. Page going to continue to work in. Going to pass that one around behind the crease. Passes it out to the left side, and Georgia will play patient yet again as they're going to look for a crisp, clean, and perfect opportunity to strike. Like maybe now.
What a save! What a save!
The shot there was by number 23, Bryce Wilson.
Oh.
And that again is missed.
Well,
two incredible saves by the goalie, number 42, Peyton Kimball.
Great defense, great goalie mechanics right there.
The first one was a miss by Bryce Wilson. You kind of see the corral, right? The pickup by Georgia. They find it down low, and
Here comes the Wolverines down the side.
Pizzani almost put one in, right, and that would have been her fourth. She couldn't execute it, and now Utah Valley is going to take it here the other way.
Yeah, great way to stop Pizzani. She already has a hat trick, but, great way to shut her down right there. Make sure she doesn't, keep terrorizing this Wolverines defense like she has today.
Yeah, and here comes Utah Valley down this left side. Slow it down a little bit. Maybe going to call out some plays. Working from left to right. You got to think you're going to try to set up some screens here, some picks, right? Anything. Try to make some crisp runs. Maybe do some fake runs, right? Make it seem like you're going to try to go to this open guy, and you don't really do it, right? And you keep it. You try to do some moves. Maybe some isolations, right? We don't really know what Utah Valley is going to attempt to do. Is they're going to look a beautiful pass inside 23. It's going to be just wide. Shot there was Sophie Curtis from the pass by Becca Shepard. And there's the yellow card, and that's going to be on Georgia's own. I believe it's going to be number 16, or is it 26? I think it's 16. 16, that's going to be Skylar DeLuca picking up a yellow card, and that's the first yellow card that we have seen here today. It'll be a penalty shot, I believe, for Utah Valley.
So they're going to pull number 23.
23.
Sophie
Utah
Curtis off the...
Maybe a little bit of protocol here. I don't know exactly what happened. Maybe it was a hit on the head?
I mean, she went down hard, man.
Was it maybe a hit on the head? Maybe concussion protocol?
I wasn't too sure. She fell down. She was slow to get up there.
Yeah, so it could just be concussion protocol. Going to run through a few tests. We're ready to...
She is walking back to the sideline with her head coach.
And this one to go. On the power play shot. The pass around behind the crease. Utah Valley looking for anything. Good corralling defense by Georgia. They're leaving someone open down low. Shot! And it's in!
Wow.
Goal! Maya Lightfoot! And just like that, she has 4 goals today. Yeah. 4 of the 5 goals have been scored by Maya Lightfoot. They have no answer for her. And Utah Valley puts up the 5th point of the day, and they're now down 13-5.
Yeah, great way to cut into the deficit. Lightfoot has 4 out of the 5 goals for the Wolverines, and, they have no answer. Bulldogs defense has been great today. Just cannot stop her. She has just been all over this Georgia defense today.
And how about that pass by number 10, Becca Shepard, right? Yeah. An
great
unbelievable find. And Shepard, too, it was a great find to be able to find Shepard, right? It was number 18. That's Tyler John, who really found Shepard, who found a beautiful feed pass down low, and it actually was ricocheted in off of Jayla Turner, the goalie of Georgia. So a little bit of a lucky bounce ricochet there. And Utah Valley getting some momentum on their side, right? 2 straight goals. So we're ready to resume play. Utah Valley with the previous 2 goals for them, maybe building up a little bit of their own run here from the Utes.
Great way to cut into the deficit here. Some hope for the Wolverines today.
And Georgia
here comes the Bulldogs
have
again.
possession. They're going to go down quick on the stick of Haley McDaniel. McDaniel going to work it around to Paige. Paige telling her team to slow it down a little bit. Going to try to work up behind their own zone, now behind the crease. Gonna find Pansari or Pizzani. Gonna find Paige, works it around their own zone, and Georgia will look to regroup. Pizzani, pass, inside, shot! Wow. And it's in! Number 23, Bryce Wilson.
Again,
and Georgia go back on the board. That is Bryce's 2nd goal of the game. And the 14th for this Georgia team overall.
Yeah, great way to respond to with the Wolverines scoring 5 goals. Great way for the Bulldogs, come back, not put their head down too much and just come back and strike right back. You know, they're getting close to double digits again. They were up double digits, but let the Wolverines get a couple shots off, couple goals, and that is now the 4th Bulldog here to score double goals today.
Absolutely, the 4 Bulldogs to score double digits today. It's number 2, Julian Fullick, number 18, Mia Pisani, number 20, Kiali Page, and number 23, Bryce Wilson.
Page, what an assist there, right there. Great way to set up the goal. You know, very patient, you know, what we've seen a lot of today.
Of Bryce Wilson, though, right? She has it on her stick, and there was a big hit on the head, and that's going to be on number 17, Bailey James. Surprised there's no cord coming out for that one.
Yeah, that was
a
definitely
rough hit.
That looked like a slash almost. Really whack to a head.
So Bryce, tough cookie. She'll stay out there. So work it around now. Here near the fan, working from left to right. Looking for any pass, finds one. Almost squeezes her way through. Finds Pisani.
Save!
And a great save there by number 42, Peyton Kimball.
I think we have a timeout here.
And that one right here, I think, is a end of the quarter. So we will be right back when action resumes here in Tempe, Arizona. We go to a little break. It is Georgia 14, Utah Valley 5. Alrighty, and welcome back here to Tempe, Arizona for your matchup between the Utah Valley Wolverines and the Georgia Bulldogs. Georgia undefeated on the season so far in 2025. They are 7-0. Utah Valley looking, clawing, scratching for their first win. They're 0-4 to start the young season. We're ready to resume play here in the fourth period of play. And Georgia will come down with it. That's going to be number 23, Bryce Wilson, the most recent goal scorer.
Yeah, and Georgia undefeated, the Wolverines defeated. Not a win on the season. Looking for their first win. Georgia looking to stay undefeated. And, Valley looking to tackle on Georgia's first loss. That would be an incredible, great win.
Penalty is called. It'll be going in the other direction to Utah Valley, and Georgia squandering a little bit of the possession there, right? Georgia does have a comfortable lead, right, coming here into this fourth period of play. They're up 14-5. Utah Valley, the pass a little bit high. It was Alyssa Brown looking for Mujena Horoba, and they could not connect. It'll be going the other way, back in the favor of Georgia. Georgia is now working from right to left on your TV screen, and Utah Valley is working from left to right in terms of where to score. On your TV screen or phone screen or however you're watching this game today, we greatly appreciate it here on the South Mountain Sports app. As that one is a goal, and that one is in. Number 18, Mia Pisani, and that is her 4th goal of the day and the 15th for Georgia.
Wow.
Her 4th goal scored today. She has been unbelievable.
Yeah, great. Just great performance by Pisani today. Her 4th goal, really just shows how dominant this Georgia offense has been today. And, great way to hopefully keep, what a great performance that would keep the Bulldogs undefeated and would just be iconic for her, honestly.
Absolutely.
And it's
ready
15-5, and that puts them up double digits as well.
Yeah, as we're ready to resume play here for the 54 still watching. We once again thank you, and be sure you can, if you can, please donate to help support the players and the teams. You can donate at the South Mountain Sports website or on the YouTube channel. The link should be provided down below. We do greatly appreciate it, and the players and foundations and teams really do as well. Any dollar helps. As Utah Valley has it now in their own attacking zone. Gonna break it behind the net now near the crease. Once again, they're working from left to right. On this left side of the fan goes Valley, the Wolverines. Gonna cut a little, gonna look for a side shot. It's gonna be a good save by Jayla Turner. And now Georgia's working it the other way. Beautiful pass up to Haley McDaniel. Beautiful pass there. Finds it down low. 1-on-1 with the goalie, and it is in. Number 12, Kira Manella. And that is a great goal for Georgia and gives them an 11-point lead. It was beautiful passing all throughout. As you saw the beautiful pass there from Bryce Wilson down low to Kira Manella in that high-scoring opportunity, and 1-on-1 with the goalie. That is a rare sight that Georgia will miss out with. As Georgia is now up 16-5.
Yeah, just incredible performance here by the Bulldogs today. Nonetheless, as they have had all season, like I mentioned multiple times in this broadcast, undefeated, and, great way to tack on another goal as they're up now 11 in this lacrosse game.
Absolutely, as we are ready to resume play here, and that's going to be automatically Utah Valley possession. Utah Valley going to look to go quick. Good backtracking defense by Georgia, right? I mean, that's kind of been what they've been so good at today, right? As well as offensively, I think we haven't touched on how stout that their defense back line and forward lines, too, have been today.
Yeah, no, their defense has definitely been very physical, beating up on the Wolverines, not allowing a whole lot of shots. I mean, the shots they have allowed have been goals. That really just shows the Wolverines, being able to capitalize on their opportunities. But this Bulldogs defense, nonetheless, has just been impeccable and almost unbreachable today.
Absolutely. That one's intercepted. I mean, coming up on that play, looking like Deion Sanders in the prime.
As she is going to return it, really looking
Avery Finley going all the way down on this left side, works it towards the middle. Finley gonna look for a pass. Connect, shot, and it is in! Finley to McDaniel. 14-15. Right, I mean, the assisting of the numbers, the assisting for the goal. And Georgia's up 17-5 and seemingly running away with this one.
Yeah, no, definitely. Nonetheless, just what we've seen a lot from Georgia today, dominant offense, very patient, being very physical, using their athletic ability to score these goals.
Absolutely. I mean, you touch on it. What right now can, USAL Valley really just do, right? Like, what do you think the biggest thing for them is right now, and how can they execute it?
I mean, I think the biggest thing is that, it is a 12-goal game. I'm not going to say it's over, but, if they are going to lose this game, I think the best thing is to, just keep their heads up, This is a tournament, there's a lot of games to be played tomorrow, and I think if they can tack on a couple goals and really cut down this deficit, gain some momentum, it would be great for the Wolverines, really sharpen their skills for tomorrow's play.
Absolutely. They turn it over here again, and a beautiful pass. Georgia coming down this right side on the right wing. Works it down low behind their own zone near the crease. Going to work it now towards this left side. Has it down low. Good find inside to 14, Avery Finley. Finley going to work it outside to Nikki Chester. He's going to work it back to this right side, and Georgia will go back down low and reset. Looking for a quick pass. They'll find one. There's Kira Manella. Manella was looking for a centering pass in the 8-foot arc to Megan Heflin. Was not able to capitalize. There's a big collision near the sideline. It's going to remain Georgia possession now. It's going to be Megan Heflin seemingly taking this one in. And Georgia seemingly content with playing this patient style of offense, which they've done so well today, haven't they?
Has really, key toward their offensive success today, being patient, the fake runs, the great runs, have all been, key to their contribution today to how they have scored 17 goals today on the Wolverines defense.
Absolutely is. Here is a potential penalty shot, or penalty chance. Georgia has it. Gonna look, gonna find Finley. Finley backs up, backtracks here on this right side near the fan. Passes it out. Finley's gonna get it back on this right side. Gonna look, gonna drive. Good cut, shot off of the post, off of the inner post, rebounded and in. That is going to be a goal by Jillian Fullick, and that is her hat trick. And that is the second Bulldogs player to pick up a hat trick, and that one, it seemed like it almost should have been in originally, right? On the original shot, it was off of the post by Finley, right? It just hit off. It was a good rebound, though, by Fullick, and she does the rest herself and gives Georgia an 18-5 lead.
I think it's the same thing.
still looking to kind of see exactly what's going to happen. Georgia is going to start with possession. As Utah Valley does a goalie change. Coming in now, it's going to be number 37, Kennedy Johnson. Coming off of the field is going to be number 42, Peyton Kimball. If you're still with us, we say thank you. Here it is 9 o'clock here in Tempe, Arizona. Depending where you're at in the world, it is a lot later.
Yeah, no, definitely. If you're watching from home at Georgia, supporting the Bulldogs, it is 11 o'clock there, so late night. Utah, it's same time as here, 9 o'clock. Well, actually, I don't know, because Arizona's daylight savings time is
True.
So maybe a little later, a little earlier for them.
Here we go. Driving in is going to be Georgia down low on this left side. Takes it around behind the crease. Still has it on the left side. Looking, plants the foot. Gets it up near about the wing part of the fan. Works it up now near the top of the fan. It's going to have it, number 9 of Georgia. Going to work it down low. Going to find Fullick. Fullick down low. Shot, and it's in! Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful shot.
Back to back. Second Bulldogs.
Trying to see exactly who scored it.
It was Fullick.
Still waiting to see the exact number. I think it was number 19, Megan McFarland, and it was. So Megan scores her first goal of the game. And that one was assisted by Jillian Fullick. It was a beautiful find down low on the right side and a high-scoring chance opportunity. And they capitalize it, put it home, and Georgia is now up 19-5. Here is we're about ready to resume play. Here once again in Tempe, Arizona, on the South Mountain Sports Network. It is corralled by Utah Valley. Here come the Wolverines. Coming down quick, it's going to be Maya Lightfoot. Lightfoot almost trying to do it herself. Going to look. Going to find here on this right side, it's going to be Taylor Ford. Ford looks, does a half spin. Comes back towards this right side. Going to dish it down low. To find Reagan Wall. Wall spins, loses possession. Tries to retain it. There's a foul. Going on the play. It'll remain Utah Valley possession. And I believe this is going to be a penalty shot opportunity on the stick of Reagan Wall. Whistle blows. Wall ducks down under the stick. Does a spin. Loses it. Picks it back up on her stick. Loses it again. Good defense using the stick by Georgia. There's a penalty again. That one's going to be committed on number 8 of Georgia. That's going to be Natalie Orwatt. Present near the top, going to have number 34 for Utah Valley. Here come the Wolverines now on this left side of the fan. Utah Valley going slow but composed. Now going to drive in, shot off the top of the post, tries to tip it back in, won't be able to. Utah Valley still has it. Here they come, works it inside, shot and it's missed again. And it'll be going Georgia possession. Great save by Jayla Turner. I mean, it was a good original opportunity there by Maya Lightfoot. It bounced out. It was corralled, brought to the stick of Becca Shepard, and then down low, number 34, Kate Yost had a chance. She wasn't able to get it. Going to work it behind the crease on this left side. Now it is going to be Georgia. Georgia takes it up near the top. Georgia working right to left. Gets it all the way in the corner. Now going to get it down low near the crease. Going to work it now towards this right side. On the right side, here comes Georgia. Now towards the left side, centering pass off the stick. Rebound, and it's corralled. Holding call, though, on Utah Valley. And they're pointing to the penalty area, and it's going to be a really, really good opportunity again for Georgia on the holding call by Utah Valley.
You know, definitely a way to tackle on goal number 20 today here for the penalty for the Bulldogs, as we're going to see.
And the shot there by Allison Catoni is going to be a little bit wide on that left side and out of play. Georgia still has possession now, as it was tipped. Catoni has it again for Georgia. Good move, works right to left. Georgia will still have it. And a ending of the game. Here the whistle sounds. And just like that, the Georgia Bulldogs have won it. It is Georgia 19, the Utah Valley Wolverines 5. Utah Valley extends to 0-5 on the young season, while Georgia remains undefeated. They will stay 8-0, and that is unreal, right? I mean, how good has this Georgia team been in the past 2 years? 16-3 last year, undefeated in conference play, and now 8-0 here in 2025, and looking for a chance next time out to stay undefeated and remain 9-0.
Yeah, definitely. Georgia showed their offensive dominance here today, scoring 19 goals. Wolverines had some answers with 5 goals, but, not enough for this Bulldogs. Very patient lacrosse, what we love to see. Working inside the arc, outside the fan, being very patient outside the fan with the passes, Great. Just great sequence for the Georgia Bulldogs, and that's how they were able to dominate today.
Absolutely great. Almost offensive entourage here by Georgia, right? Multiple players within, double-digit players. Each scored goals for Georgia. Key players for Georgia today, though, was Mia Pisani, right? She had 4 goals. Kylie Page, she had 2 goals, multiple assists. Bryce Wilson had 2 goals, and Jillian Fullick capitalized on 3. Kara Manella also had double-digit goals for Georgia. On the other side, Maya Lightfoot had 4 of the 5 goals for Utah Valley. She played an outstanding game for them today, but I think the big part for Georgia, not many people touch on. How about goalie number 28, Jayla Turner? I mean, she had a stellar game today in net. She was making saves left and right.
Yeah, she was definitely making some amazing saves. Key to shutting down the Wolverines' offensive attack. The opportunities that they had. She made some great saves and was definitely a great key player to Georgia's success today.
Absolutely, and that's going to do it here today on Friday, the 21st of February, here for the Cactus Classic Women's Lacrosse Tournament. Once again, the Bulldogs of Georgia extend to 8-0 in the young season. Utah Valley Wolverines 0-5. My name's Ashton Sharon. I was alongside
Max Allen.
And we will see you tomorrow for more coverage beginning at 8 o'clock tomorrow.